Well, hello everyone once again. We are back with the Coach's Corner. We are back with coverage of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And today is the second quarterfinal of the day with the Netherlands taking on Argentina. It is Virgil van Dijk against Lionel Messi, Andries Noppert against Emiliano Martinez. No Angel Di Maria in the team, so obviously Daley Blind will have a good time down the left, Denzel Dumfries down the right. But Argentina will be countering with a similar system of their own. And this will definitely be an interesting sight to see, something which cannot be, ignored. Will this be Lionel Messi's last dance, or can the magician weave his wand for yet another time to take his team through? So the teams are doing their anthems right now, but I will take this moment in time to share the team news with you, of course, courtesy of our good friends once again at BBC Sport Online. So, the team news looks like this. Basically, Argentina and Netherlands are playing the same formation, which saw them do really well against the US, coming really quickly. But they have made one change. They brought in the left winger Steven Bergwijn in place of Davy Klaassen, and have pretty much sent Cody Gakpo back to playing the pivot right in front of the four-man midfield. Apart from that, it's as you were with Noppert in goal, Jurrien Timber, Virgil van Dijk, and Nathan Ake in defence. Denzel Dumfries as the right wing back, Daley Blind as the left wing back, Martin de Roon and Frankie de Jong are the central midfielders, and of course, Memphis Depay, Steven Bergwijn, and Cody Gakpo will complete that 11. Argentina also make one change, but to counter the Netherlands formation, they will be going in with a 5-3-2, which means that they will have three centre backs. So, in addition to the right wing back Nahuel Molina and the left wing back Marcos Acuna, we see Christian Romero, Nicolas Otamendi, and Lisandro Martinez from Manchester United up there. No place for Angel Di Maria in the lineup. I don't know if he's recovered from his injury or if he feels in a good condition to play, but it will be Rodrigo de Paul, Enzo Fernandez, and Alexis McAllister who will play in the three-man midfield, along with Lionel Messi and Julian Alvarez up top. And of course, both teams boasting some pretty good talent on the bench, certainly to come on later. Certainly, Di Maria not playing is a bit of a surprise. I wonder if Paulo Dybala will get a chance to come on and show what he can do. Maybe he can be that type of Bergwijn-like player who can certainly come in and play a bit of a role in trying to run in. And you see the Argentinian anthem has just been finished, and both teams are now about to address one another. And obviously, matches between these two over the years have been very, very feisty, tempestuous affairs at best. I wouldn't maybe not necessarily tempestuous, but certainly feisty. And they do have a storied history. Of course, they met in the 1978 World Cup final in Buenos Aires, with the home team Argentina winning that. Daniel Passarella triumphing over Johan Cruyff. And of course, they met in France 98 in the quarterfinals with a sublime Dennis Bergkamp winner in the last minute, enough to prove the difference between the two of them. They met again in the semi-finals of the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, with Argentina securing a passage to the World Cup final at the Maracanã that year with a penalty shootout win over the Netherlands. And now they come face to face again. Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool defender and third captain, up against Lionel Messi, who used to captain Barcelona. There's a Spanish referee, of course, in the center of all of this, Abreu. And not too sure what Lionel Messi's trying to do. He might have picked his end, so obviously Looks as though the Dutch might be kicking off proceedings. And there will be a Spaniard heading the VAR department, Alejandro Hernandez, along with his list of deputies. Once again, we have confirmation of the lineups. Both goalkeepers, in fact, are wearing number 23. Andries Noppert for the Dutch and Emiliano Martinez for the Argentinians. And so certainly with a three-man defense, a lot of emphasis will be placed on Marcos Acuna and Nahuel Molina. Will they be able to handle the pressure of having to move up and down and up and down? And of course, Taliafico and Montiel are on the bench. They can come on, but Montiel also has a booking. So another booking, if he were to come on as a substitute, would rule him out of the semi-final should Argentina qualify. Lionel Messi, joint second in the list of FIFA World Cup goals for Argentina, one behind the legendary Gabriel Batistuta. And Cody Gakpo, of course, has 3 goals in this tournament. Didn't score against the US, but certainly happy to have played his part in taking the Netherlands as far as they've come. The Netherlands certainly look to be an accomplished team, but they do have their weaknesses if they can be pressed enough. But Argentina will also have a role to play in trying to nullify the threat of both Dumfries and Blind down the wings. So it is the Netherlands to kick off. Memphis Depay has the ball in the center circle, and they've just kicked off with a back pass to Nathan Ake. Netherlands are attacking from left to right in their classic orange strip. Well, they're not called the Oranje for nothing, and straight away we have a Netherlands foul with Alexis McAllister feeling the force of Martin de Roon's challenge. And so Scaloni has opted to go for a back 3. Always the risk of playing a back 3 is that if it doesn't work out too well, it can be rather clumsy, and it can certainly stretch the midfield in a in the worst way possible. And already now we see Argentina struggling to reclaim the ball, while the Netherlands are being a lot more patient with their passing. A lot of analysts have spoken about how the key to the Dutch success has been to be very patient with the ball and take their time and just make sure they find their men and make sure that as many players are involved with the play as possible. And we see with Ake passing it to Blind, back to Ake, and a straight pass back to Noppert, the goalkeeper. Hanno will be rejoining us in a bit. Romero passes that back to Otamendi, who could end up earning his 100th cap in the final if Australia go that far. Romero to Molina. And a pretty poor attempted pass there, but Messi gets to the end of that. Actually, I don't think that's Messi. That's McAllister who got to the end of that, my bad. Getting it to Acuna, back to Lisandro Martinez, to Enzo Fernandez. Otamendi now is the center of the three-man defense, and he will play the ball. And already we see Frankie de Jong and the Netherlands being quite aggressive in their play. Obviously, with an attempt to not let Argentina get too much of the ball. But now it is with McAllister, who lets it go for Acuna, trying to find someone in the penalty area, but obviously not succeeding, and that has been cleared. And so it's Otamendi who can take the game forward. Finds Rodrigo de Paul. I think Molina's gone a little bit further down. Christian Romero, of course, well known to Tottenham supporters. And that will be should be a Dutch free kick or a throw. I'm not too sure, but anyway, the Dutch have possession. It's with Virgil van Dijk, the Dutch captain. Finds it's now with Dumfries, Urine Timber, and that was Bergwijn who got it to Dumfries there. Van Dijk to Ake, to Depay, back to Van Dijk. And clearly the Netherlands are going to try and control the tempo, not going to make any real mistakes here. So on paper, it certainly looks as though the Netherlands might be favourites, despite the presence of Messi. And the referee's blown his whistle for a bit of an infringement there. Gakpo's on the floor, and Enzo Fernandez is clutching his face. A little bit surprised that Scaloni has not really bothered to call on the services of his more experienced players. I mean, obviously, Di Maria was a key part of their plans in the group stage, but was, I think, injured against Australia. And he doesn't find a place in the starting lineup now, but could he be brought off from the bench? We'll have to see. Jurrien Timber now. Virgil van Dijk. And just going to make sure I change the ticker. Once again, I'm always behind on that. And Argentina breaking, actually. So blocked by Ake. And somehow inexplicably blocked by, I think it was Alvarez who blocked that. So you can't miss anything, can you? So this is the first half, and Hanno, of course, will be back later on. But once again, the Dutch are able to win the ball, and Depay trying to set something through, and the referee sort of blowing the whistle, probably giving Otamendi a talking to. Otamendi is quite experienced, but he's going to have to know that he can't get away with tackles like that. And Vamos Argentina, Football Ferreira, thanks for joining in. Mystic Werewolf, looks as though your prophecy came true. Brazil are indeed out. And I was there commentating on that. An absolutely breathtaking experience that was. And now you're going for the Netherlands to win. Well, I have a huge soft spot for Lionel Messi, and I'm hoping that he can come up trumps this time, but I will not deny it. The Dutch look to be favourites for this game, and they've certainly been able to control the tempo. But Argentina, give them credit, they've certainly been able to find a way to break right in and cause a few kerfluffles. And if they can keep up their play, who knows what might happen. Romero finding De Paul and trying to send Molina on his way, but Nathan Ake can clean that up. A hurried back pass to Noppert, who sends that forward. Some more head tennis going on. And do Argentina win that? No, they don't. Looked as though they might have won it, but eventually it is safely with Andries Noppert, who is playing his 5th match for the Netherlands ever, and made his international debut, of course, against Senegal in the group stage. Ake now with a pass across to Jurrien Timber, who replaced Matthias de Ligt after the first group game against Senegal. Van Dijk, Timber, and Alvarez giving him chase, but losing out horribly. Frankie de Jong, Martin de Roon, Nathan Ake. And Van Dijk can control proceedings. Bergwijn passing it back to Timber. So Bergwijn is now sort of settled in a roll on the right, and that was very nearly intercepted by, I believe that was Alvarez who was running in there, but have to be careful about Alvarez because he has intercepted before. And Hannah, good to see you back.
Argentina.
Yeah. Well, so far, I was just saying that Argentina have had so far the better of the action, but the Dutch have controlled it very well. And Dumfries over there trying to cause some damage and ending up winning a throw. What's your time right now?
Um, I'm watching it on my phone, so I will be behind. But I'm on 8, 15, 16, 17,
Oh, so
18, 19.
you're 15 seconds behind me, so it's all cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't give you any spoilers in
Boo.
case there are any goals, okay?
Now you can give it. I'm still going to react mad.
Yeah. So now Argentina can break, and it is with the right back Nahuel Molina up against Nathan Ake. Checks his run,
In,
finds
interesting that
Rodrigo de Paul.
he has gone with a back three, matching the Netherlands formation.
Yeah, the reason why he's doing that is obviously he wants to take whatever steps he can to try and counter the runs of Denzel Dumfries and Daley Blind on the wings. And obviously, with a 4-4, with a 4-3-3 or 4-4-2 formation, he might not get that. But like with three centre backs, Romero, Otamendi, and Lisandro Martinez, he will hope to just soak up all the Dutch pressure. But the Dutch are also playing a good waiting game at the moment. That is Otamendi who gets that through to Romero, and De Paul is now with the ball. He's able to run. Molina can cross that, but that is headed away. Only as far as you know who, Lionel Messi, finds Marcos Acuna.
That's a good one.
And
Inner drink. Inner drinks. Oh,
well, once again, it's Argentina who are making a lot more of the threatening runs and certainly looking
yeah,
a lot
definitely.
stronger. But again, that just haven't been able to find anything in the final third. And Virgil van Dijk is telling his defenders, just calm down, boys. We've got this.
Yeah.
10 minutes, of
Come on.
course, gone where you're watching, and it's still 0-0. And it's a bit of a surprise. I was saying earlier that he didn't. Scaloni hasn't bothered to consider Angel Di Maria and Paulo Dybala, who have certainly played big roles for Argentina in the
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
I think he's put all his eggs on the success of Rodrigo de Paul, Enzo Fernandez, and Julian Alvarez. But we'll have to see if that midfield can match up to the Dutch's, especially with their attacking pivot in Cody Gakpo. Enzo Fernandez.
So
And it'll be another Argentinian throw.
on,
So
on
this is
what
going to be a
minutes are you
test.
now?
11, 18, 19, 20.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Right, and so it's and Lionel Messi wins the throw now. And the Dutch are going to continue to snap at the Argentinian heels. Certainly don't want them to break away. But Emiliano Martinez hasn't been tested so far. And of course, speaking of goalkeepers, Dominik Livakovic again had another fine game for Croatia. Eventually, once again, proving the hero in the second consecutive penalty shootout. Certainly a candidate for the Golden Glove Award at the end of the tournament. And certainly with Croatia having reached the semi-finals, he'll be one of the names on that shortlist. But will it be Andreas Noppert or Emiliano Martinez who will join him in that semi-final? We're going to get our answers tonight. Otamendi finds Romero. Passes it to Molina. De Paul, back to Molina. Now it's with McAllister. Looking for Acuna and finds him on the left with space available. Sending it forward to McAllister now, who's in the penalty area. Does he keep it in play? Yes, he does. And finds Rodrigo de Paul outside the penalty area, but rather tame cross-come shot, easily gathered by Andries Noppert. And Frankie de Jong now to break away for the Dutch. But that should be intercepted quite brilliantly, but play has been pulled back for a foul. And well, that was Christian Romero there who was involved in that passage of play. Was a fine tackle, certainly. He got the ball, but maybe he went two-footed, and obviously two-footed tackles are simply nope. You need to watch the Pakistan-England Test series. It is far from dead. The World Cup is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Only thing for sure, England aren't winning anything. But
not if you watch the first Test match between England and Pakistan. boy, what was that? I don't know.
Well, what can I say? I mean, under Ben Stokes and Brendan McCullum, two Kiwis, England are playing some terrific cricket. Very attacking, certainly not prepared to go take any half measures. And now Emiliano Martinez gets his first touch of the ball.
I wouldn't say it's
and
so yeah. And I might be doing actually I will be doing a France England preview tonight. Behave yourself, Chelsea fan. How are you?
Okay. Argentina continuing to pass it about. Otamendi once again to Romero. And again, that pass really, counting for nothing in the end. And pretty aggressive tackle there, but the referee's happy to wave play on. I should say. And Frankie de Jong now has the ball. Passes it to Jurrien Timber, who can take it forward. Certainly is a good runner with the ball. And now it is with Steven Bergwijn, who gets it to Memphis Depay in the penalty area. And Dumfries hooking it back in, but there's no one on the end of it. A little bit too high for Daley Blind. And eventually Argentina can clear their lines through Enzo Fernandez and now Rodrigo de Paul. And it's back with the Netherlands. So another blistering piece of play, all started by the central defender Jurrien Timber, the right central defender, who proved to be the right man for that attack.
This game so far, Mani, who do you think has had the best chances? For me, I have to go Argentina.
Yeah, I won't deny it. Argentina look good, but the problem is that if they lose their concentration, the Netherlands will punish them. Louis van Gaal has masterminded a very professional team so far in their run to the quarterfinals. And they seem to know all the answers. So, I mean, it's amazing how just like, for all the criticism of Gareth Southgate, for instance, his tactics before the game have been absolutely spot on. It's his game management during the game that leaves room for criticism. And a pretty heavy passage of play over there ends with the referee Abreu awarding a free kick to the Dutch. So Lisandro Martinez there getting stuck in the tackle. Let's take a look. Antonio Miguel Mateo Lajos is his name. Maybe I read his name incorrectly. I don't know. But it is what it is. Memphis Depay now for Argentina. Daley Blind. Back to de Jong. Finding De Roon, who passes it back to Van Dijk. And so a lot of analysts have been saying that Timber now, who can certainly thread a pass forward, and Emiliano Martinez comes and smothers the danger quite efficiently indeed. So certainly quick decision-making has been a hallmark of Emiliano Martinez's play, and that was no exception. That last-minute save from Garan Kuol prevented the game from going into extra time and sealed Argentina's passage to the quarterfinals. But once again, the Netherlands are now coming back and they're gaining strength. And Alvarez is trying his best to snatch the ball from them, but not having any success at all. Van Dijk to Ake.
Give me one.
And Daley Blind now to Depay. Bergwijn has now settled into a role on the right.
England in 50 plus years have not won any major final. That will continue to go on. Will feel me about it. I'm English. I've watched them lose everything in my 35 years. I'm down since the, the race stuff and the crap football. Fair enough. Yes, be up yourself, Blue Terrier. Yeah, as always, be up yourself. Um, be up Mani, Zimbabwe, and not Argentina fan. Be up yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And so Argentina win a free kick after all that, and we could see a lot of stoppage time awarded as a result of that. And certainly Alvarez trying to make a nuisance of himself, but the defenders are telling him, don't try and mess with us, boy. Some more head tennis, and that will be a Dutch throw-in, conceded by Otamendi. Otamendi's the most experienced defender of that back three, but has been prone to a few moments of clumsy defending in a way. And certainly his clumsy half clearance let in Craig Goodwin, who was able to score that own goal for Australia to give Argentina a few nervy moments.
I'm done. I had enough of England and the dead football. The hype we're getting beats. We get beating lesser teams we only in the first years
And
to look like fair enough. So
this is really interesting right now. It is, well, it was Depay coming in down the left, certainly looking dangerous and certainly aiming to try and shoot, but Otamendi was there to thwart the danger. But it's a Dutch corner, the first of the game. And it will be taken from the left, a right-footed in-swinger. I wonder who will be on the end of that. Cody Gakpo. A short one, actually, but now it's come back to him, and now he'll look to try and swing that in.
But Southgate has tic-tacs. Fair enough. That's a good one. Southgate has... It doesn't have tactics, it has tic-tacs.
I would do with a tic-tac, except it might affect my blood sugar. But anyway, of course, as long as I make sure I do my exercise, I'm golden. Enzo Hernandez. And sending it forward. Does Alvarez get on the end of that? No, he doesn't. But Ake does concede a throw-in. And so Argentina have had marginally the better attacking intent. So, again, the control from Lionel Messi with the ball on the ground has been wonderful, but this time the shot has not been that good. Obviously, Van Dijk was coming towards him, and there was no way that Messi was going to find a shot that would go over Van Dijk and into the net. But now we see a shot in anger, if not on target. Timber now turning around. Well done. Certainly turned Alexis McAllister inside out, if you will. Dumfries.
If Brazil go out, that means Argentina will go out. Maybe, but
not necessarily, because remember, in 2014, Brazil were knocked out at the semi-final stage by Germany. Argentina went on to reach the final. And I think what many were hoping would be the dream final between Brazil and Argentina at the Maracanã Stadium didn't materialize. And I get what you're saying about not wanting to see France win another World Cup, but, I wasn't picking them to win with all their injuries, but they're looking good now. They're certainly looking good.
Yeah, they are looking good. Rabia said it.
Yep. So that is sent all, hoping to find Dumfries down the right, but that ball was never going to, be reached by him. And that'll be an Argentinian throw. Marcos Acuna, the left back. Trying to send it forward, but once again, the Dutch defense has been on point so far. De Roon now to Depay, back to De Roon.
I remember though.
And Depay is
France
now
and the
allowed to run with the
croissants
Argentine
and
defense backing off in the penalty area, but
oh
that is
oh
screwed all the way wide. And
took Montreal too.
that will be a
That's
goal kick.
We'll be trying. Nah,
So view from the top, some excellent interplay there between Bergwijn and Depay, but it was Bergwijn who had the final shot and obviously couldn't even hit the target. So we're past the halfway point, 24 minutes in, and it's still goalless between these two teams. You get the feeling that it could end up taking the same course as the Brazil-Croatia game did, with both teams trying to, just duke it out in the first half. Maybe in the second half, they'll try and show some attacking prowess. We don't know. And Scaloni telling his players to, try and get through. And that's going to be a foul by, I think that was Dumfries who made that. Yeah, it was. Tripping up Acuna there, and that will be an Argentinian free kick. So Dumfries has had room to move down the right, but he hasn't been able to whip in any crosses. And so it looks as though both Scaloni and Van Gaal have paid attention to their defense as well as attack. And certainly on first glance, Scaloni's formation looks quite light in attack, but we'll have to see how well it goes. And with more players taking the initiative, obviously Alvarez was coming in there, running in, trying to engage in some interplay with Acuna, but Acuna ended up knocking it to Alvarez and conceding a throw. Timber. Van Dijk. Nathan Ake. Back to Noppert. Out to Timber, who's able to get that well. And some very brave play there from Lisandro Martinez, who came in first with his head and was able to enable the Argentinians to win the ball. Brave play there, through the foul, obviously.
France acts too big just because they got the Eiffel Tower in Disneyland, nothing but croissants eating clowns.
That is completely harsh, very harsh, I have to say that. Very harsh.
Werewolf, it's facts.
Lisandro to Enzo Fernandez. Argentina cannot afford to make any sloppy passes because the Dutch will certainly take advantage of them.
Yeah.
Back pass from Lisandro to Emiliano, who sends it high. And Alvarez winning that ball, but obviously no one up there to support him. And the biggest danger with Alvarez and Messi is they could end up being isolated up top. I only hope that for Argentina's sake that it doesn't devolve into a 5-4-1. And that should be a foul there on the defender by Gakpo, and yes, it is. Otamendi, the guy who was brought to ground. Yeah, clear push, not what you want to see.
Yeah.
And Argentina are probably living a bit dangerously right now with their passing. A rather risky clearance there from Martinez, which ended up being skewed to the left. Acuna couldn't get to that, and it will be a Netherlands throw.
I thought Argentina would dominate and control the game. Seems like it's gone the other way. It's been more Netherlands controlling the game.
No, but to be fair, Argentina have been able to break through the Dutch defense and cause a few problems, but obviously not having much in the final third has let them down. And Messi, of course, had that shot which wasn't on target. Emiliano Martinez, in contrast, hasn't really been troubled. Actually, he was, though, with a through ball that was sent through, hoping to find Steven Bergwijn, only for the Aston Villa goalkeeper to come out and smother that very quickly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
De Jong,
check.
Van Dijk,
Yeah. We will
Depay
do a preview to the.
finds Gakpo, who sends it to Bergwijn,
Oh, go on.
and
Go on.
Dumfries now on the right. No, not exactly a cross, but Gakpo's able to run in. A nice cross over there, but that is headed away. Only as far as Frankie de Jong, who sends it back, though, to Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah. But I was about to say,
And a brilliant crunching
what
tackle
is
there from
it?
McAllister wins the ball. Enzo Fernandez now. And it is
This
Lionel Messi.
this is
Finds
the we
Christian Romero, who goes forward. Yeah.
what I'm on about this.
Rodrigo
We
de
will
Paul
be
to
doing
McAllister.
a preview to England versus France on both mine and Oracle's football, I believe. And I will try and have Orest Kenny on um, on on the preview. So yeah.
Mm,
So yeah.
right. So now this is a decent passage of play with Argentina trying to be patient. And I think the biggest difference between the way Argentina played against Saudi Arabia and the way they've played since is that against the Saudis, they obviously tried to force the pace, but now they're realizing the value of patience. But biggest problem is against this Dutch team, it could it's in danger of being cancelled out. And we just reached the half an hour mark. Still no goals between these two teams. Argentina, the two-time champions, and I want to say now three-time runner-up, and couldn't be kept in play by Lisandro Martinez. That will be a Dutch throw. And the Netherlands, who have also been runners-up in the competition 3 times. One of these nations will be out tonight, and Scaloni's just gone into the book. Young Argentinian manager over there, clearly seeing something didn't like. And Hanno, once again, my signal has just gone due to the rain, so you're going to have to take over. Or else I'll go to my PC. I absolutely hate it when it rains in my neck of the woods because the worst part about that is that it plays havoc with the. Well, it's come back, and thankfully there have been no goals, but I really can't afford to take any chances. I've got my computer account on standby just in case. But Argentina now have a good passage of play, only for that to be ended by some good defending. De Paul now trying to find Molina, but getting blocked. It is with Messi. He finds McAllister. A bit of a tired approach there, but somehow he finds Rodrigo de Paul. And Enzo Fernandez there, moving a bit and then finding. Well, it's eventually back with de Paul, who passes it all the way back to Otamendi, who's come quite up. Romero now. Yep, Romero. Messi. And Messi might need to be careful because if he gets double teamed very often, it could be quite dangerous. And some pretty sloppy work from Alvarez has resulted in the ball being given away, but some terrific work from Lisandro Martinez wins it back. Bergwijn was running down that right, as was Dumfries, and looking quite dangerous. De Paul now sends it out wide to Nahuel Molina, who sends it back to Alexis McAllister. Tees it up for Rodrigo de Paul, but that was a tame shot, which finds the grateful arms of Andres Noppert. So this is Argentina at their best, exploiting spaces whenever they can find them. But again, that lack of quality when it comes to shooting has been pretty much the difference, really. Walter Samuel, another former international. I do remember him as a member of the 2002 Argentinian squad, which went out of the group stage of the tournament. A centre-back, of course, for Argentina. 56 caps for the Albi Celeste. And he was a part of the 2010 World Cup squad as well, which reached the quarterfinals under Diego Maradona as coach. So both sides have had some attempts on goal, but no real shots on target. And once again, it's a case of some good work in the midfield, but some good defending, putting pay to everything. But Nahuel Molina. Now it is with Messi. Trying to thread it through and finds him in the penalty area. And Argentina are ahead. It is the right back, Nahuel Molina, who scores the first goal. And Argentina, who were tipped by many to lose, are up and away. Nahuel Molina on 30, I want to say 5 minutes. So Andries Noppert is beaten once again. He's kept clean sheets in 3 out of 4 games, but once again, Messi's been the driving force. Brilliant through pass, finding Molina, and a brilliant reward for that man's hard work. Poking it past an on-rushing Noppert who really didn't have much of a chance. Messi twisting Nathan Ake one way and another, and finding the through pass. Molina on the end of that, and when your right back scores a goal, poking it brilliantly past Andries Noppert, who had no real chance to stop that. Didn't really make himself big enough, though, really. Maybe he should have done better. And the Albi Celeste are up and away. Netherlands 0, Argentina 1. And what a time to score that. What a time to score that. About 10 minutes before half-time. And once again, the magician weaves his wand. People thought that he'd be stifled, but he's worked his magic magnificently. Yes, 35 minutes, Nahuel Molina, the right back, putting Argentina 1-0 up. And Argentina are hungry for more. And the Dutch are going to have to really put themselves to the test. When I say put themselves to the test, I mean they're going to have to ask themselves if they want more. And they're really going to have to make sure they rise to the occasion. But the Albi Celeste are now in full voice. It's that man again, Lionel Andres Messi, whose play has been anything but messy. In fact, it's been very tidy indeed.
Messi, 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 Messi.
Yes, I'll never get tired of using this pun. He calls himself Messi, but his play has been very neat and tidy indeed.
Messi. Let me just get into some of the comments that I've missed. Okay.
And could this set Argentina on their way, or will the Dutch find a way back? Well, a nasty clash of heads over there, and Rodrigo de Paul is down hurt.
Galaxy 20 says Mystic Werewolf, it's never as in my mind of my parents' lifetime they can remember. Fair enough.
Well, not too sure why de Paul's on the ground clutching his head. Certainly had a nasty collision there with Martin de Roon, but hopefully, I'm sure nothing serious.
Because of the Maya Chilean French growing up. Right. And I'll never forgive them.
I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I wouldn't mind relearning French. I took a beginner's course when I was in my 6th form in school, and I certainly wouldn't mind learning French all over again. Especially if I have to come and visit. If I want to come and visit Canada, it will come in handy. Maybe not so much in the western part of Canada, but certainly in many parts of the country, the big cities, perhaps. Anyway, it is the goal scorer, Molina. What a brilliant game he's had.
Yet they won everything, and England are still on 1996. My parents were born in the 60s and late 50s and still never saw England do anything for their whole lifetime. My dad was 1 year old when England won the World Cup. I would rather be France. French, I think. The Dutch have tactics. Yeah, they do.
Well, those
If
tactics are
they
being
win,
put to the test right now because they're
yeah,
1-0 down.
yes, get in, Mercy, 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 Mercy. Where do you think that English it's come from? I don't know. Someone decided to make up a language called English and tried to make up all these words, bro.
It's a Germanic language, so there are several different roots. And Argentina looking very aggressive now. And Julian Alvarez is now down the left, finds Messi, of course. And obviously, there's a reason why he's more of a left footer, because an attempt with a right foot would hardly ever do him justice. But obviously, another shot on target, very tame shot indeed, with his wrong foot.
And this is on Messi, on Messi with Trinko, on Messi.
Right.
And
So,
don't forget Molina. M and M combining to make it 1-0 Argentina.
oh yes. And so this is the hallmark of this Argentinian team. More and more people are willing to step up and take responsibility,
Yeah.
knowing that Lionel doesn't have many years left. And a needless foul there on Cody Gakpo, and that will be an Argentinian booking. Enzo Fernandez there. He certainly provided a moment of 24-karat magic against Mexico, but that was anything but magic. If anything, it was rather moronic. Because it's left the Dutch with a good position from which to take a free kick at the 40-hour mark. And if they score from this free kick, it will certainly put the cat amongst the pigeons. A lot of big men are waiting in.
Gakpo, your fraud.
It's Blind and Gakpo who will be standing over this. Will it be Blind to take this, or will it be Gakpo?
Gakpo, you are a fraud. Gakpo, you are a fraud.
It is Gakpo who takes it, and that is nicely headed away, and the whistle blows for an infringement in the penalty area. Certainly a lot of pushing and shoving going on, and Rodrigo de Paul once again bearing the brunt of that. So 4 minutes to go to half-time. Not too sure how much stoppage time there will be, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. But Argentina looking comfortable. The worst mistake they can make, though, is sitting on this lead and thinking that they've got it made, because as shown against Australia, even a 2-0 lead is not safe.
This might... Wait, don't write off Croatia, man. Don't write off Croatia. They can maybe cause an upset against the mighty Argentinos.
Or the Netherlands. Look, there's still a full 45 minutes left to play.
Yeah, true.
And I think what seems to be evident among the Argentinian play, though, is that they've shut down, for the moment, Dumfries, Bergwijn, Depay and company, and not really let them have a bit of a sniff in, while Messi has been given a little bit more scope to do his thing. And that's why you can never write off Argentina, because Messi's the type of player who creates something out of almost nothing. What do you say, Hannah?
I agree. I think people was thinking maybe the wingbacks of Dumfries and Delaney, or not Delaney.
Blint. Daily Blint.
Sorry, Blint. Daily Blint. Sorry, yeah, got them mixed up. But they would make pin back the Argentina fullback, which would create space for the likes of Bergwijn and Depay. But seems like it's gone the other way around. Molina and Acuna is pinning back Dumfries and Blind, which is making it tough for the Netherlands.
As I say that, the Netherlands have just conceded a free kick with an Acuna foul on Denzel Dumfries. Surprisingly, Timber's gone into the book, I think, for a push on Acuna later on. And this game, Acuna has now been booked, so he will miss the next match if Argentina go through. He will miss the semi-final. So it will probably...
He did a foul,
Yeah, so it will be Nicolas Tagliafico who will come into the left-back position. And then Timber over there getting in on the act and saying, "Take that, you idiot."
I'm the same age as Messi. He doesn't have another World Cup in him. Lol, look at Ronaldo. Yeah,
Nobody
both of
says
them.
he
Both.
has another World Cup in him. Come on, that'd be daft. Pardon my
Yeah.
language. He doesn't have another
Uh,
World Cup in him, but he is. You can see now that in this World Cup, he's enjoying it as if it's his last. Loving each
yeah.
day,
But
loving being a part of this squad.
yeah, I think for the first time in years, this Argentina team is a team. Like it's a well balanced team. It's not like
Right.
because before this World Cup, you could the defense was old, the midfield was old, it was overran, and the attack. Messi was enjoying his football and everything. So yeah. But Galaxy
Yeah.
20, what club team do you support? If you do watch club football, I know you maybe do not like club football. I don't know.
Well, this game is now turning into a very, very nasty, niggly affair. And there's another
Yeah.
booking, this time for Christian Romero. Fortunately, he won't miss the next match, unless, of course, he gets a second booking and ends up getting sent off. And punching the ball over there, trying to emulate his idol Diego Maradona. All I can say is you're on the wrong side of the field to be doing that, mate. But
Yeah.
another Cody Gakpo
Galaxy
free
20,
kick
why
with
Man
time about.
United?
Yeah, time is about to elapse right now of normal
Um,
time, so we're going to see
quick
how much
prediction
time is added on.
for
And
at a time 5 minutes.
yeah, and
What
Martinez pulls off what looks a
what's
little
your
bit like
prediction,
a
Manu?
camp. I'll come to that in a minute. It could very well be 4 or 5, and Martinez
So
obviously, Ake trying to get on the end of that, but that goes straight into the arms of Emiliano Martinez. Ake is claiming a penalty, but the referee is saying nothing of that sort. And it is 5 minutes, so spot on with your prediction. I don't know how you're doing it. I mean,
you
if
just
you were
guess.
if you were of legal age, which I know you're not, we'd ask you
No.
to predict the lottery numbers.
No, no,
But
no.
since you're not of legal age, we're not going to do that. Gamble
The,
responsibly.
yeah, do so. Nah. You're not. Why support many shots like why? Blame Cantona. Ah, okay, that's why. But who
And
should I put on the preview thumbnail? Rashford. Sorry, Rashford. I meant Rashford or Harry Kane.
you
Which
might
one?
as well put Harry Kane because Rashford isn't starting.
True.
Van
True. He
Dijk to
might not
Timber,
start.
and
But chat,
that
let me
goal
know.
kick from the Argentinian number 23 went straight to the Dutch number 23. But you can see, did Alvarez keep that in play? Looks as though he did, but
Right?
there is no foul on Alvarez, and that was a foul on De Jong. And another booking from the looks of it, and this time it is Alvarez who
Was
goes
that
into the
not a
book.
foul on Alvarez? Jeez, that looked like a foul.
We're going to take a look at that. I mean, certainly from where I'm watching, it looked like a foul. The
Yeah.
ref probably saw it differently, and
Let's just one
ooh,
thing.
Wout
Uh,
Weghorst has also gone into the book. It reminds me in many ways. I don't know if you probably weren't born when the 2006 World Cup took place. There was, of course, the that infamous second round clash between Portugal and the Netherlands, where there were two people sent off from each side, I believe. And boy, was that a really niggly, contentious, nasty game.
so
If the
yeah,
players aren't careful, this could devolve into that, and that would be a shame because there has been some really good football, mostly from
yeah.
Argentina, but some from the Netherlands too. So let me look up that clash.
Uh, but the sub has Netherlands sub has already gotten a yellow card, so it's a bit pay for them. Croatia can't keep up the extra time games. Yeah, you say that, but you never know. Maybe they do go to extra time. But I think if they do go to extra time with Argentina, that might help them for the final. But then again, there is a big break between the semi-final and the final. To be fair, Galaxy 26, this extra time thing is crazy. Yeah, it is, it really is. Um, but yeah, seems like it's now what Argentina ball.
Yep,
Um,
and They're still
That's
working with it right
Slovakia
now. Christian Romero, of course, down the right,
getting
and
loves
some
getting
more head
offside.
tennis
Yeah, he
being
does.
played, McAllister being in there. And obviously, the presence of some dynamic central midfielders has helped because at least Messi now has a lot more scope to do his thing as opposed to being expected to do everything on his own. And certainly, I just think,
So
though,
yeah.
that when it comes to the talent at his disposal, Scaloni doesn't really use it judiciously. During the Copa America, he benched Sergio Aguero a lot, meaning that Argentina weren't really going to score too many goals. And even now, with regard to attacking talent, he doesn't have Di Maria in the starting lineup, and he hasn't
Yeah.
played Paulo Dybala very much. And Dybala was a key
That's
component
his
of
name.
his.
I was wondering what his name is. On yesterday I did a stream of Kenny, the baller. That's his name because yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but the baller of course warmed up versus what was it? I think don't think it was Australia or was it? No, it was Australia. Was Australia? He warmed up, but then he brought on Lautaro Martinez instead of him at the end, and we all know what Lautaro Martinez did after that. So yeah, but go on, man. Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you though. On
No, but
that,
here's the thing. I mean, this could very well be the type of game which will call for a Dybala to run in because Martinez is more the big target man, whereas Dybala is certainly the one who likes to get into places and maybe weave his magic a little bit, not unlike Depay, and certainly someone who can, complement Messi really well. And it was he, in fact, who scored that third goal when Argentina beat Italy 3-0 to win the Artemio Franchi Trophy, better known as the Finalissima. Well, stoppage time seems to have elapsed right now. And does the referee blow his whistle? No, he hasn't as of yet. It's a Dutch throw-in to be taken by Denzel Dumfries. So there'll be 20 more seconds played. I think there'll be an extra minute of time added on. And Cristian Romero can pass that back to Emiliano Martinez. That is with Lisandro Martinez now, who sends that forward. And Alvarez will certainly try and run on to that, but will fail to get there. And that will be the end of a first half, which has not been without action, not been without controversy, but certainly a half which has promised a goal and delivered it. Nahuel Molina at halftime, the beneficiary of some brilliant magic from the magician himself. More than a few bookings being dished, including two backup striker for the Netherlands and the Argentinian manager. And at halftime at the Lusail Stadium, it is Netherlands 0, Argentina 1, and 45 minutes separates Lionel Messi from a second World Cup semi-final. So, Hanno, there are so many bookings in this game. I hope it really doesn't devolve into that particular clash, which I'm going to look up right now. Because
Manny, why not put something on maybe a red card? Well, maybe put something on a red card. Go on, Manny. Come on.
Yes, this is the match in question, the Battle of Nuremberg, otherwise known as the Massacre of Nuremberg. It was the round of 16 in 2006 between Portugal and the Netherlands. The Russian referee Valentin Ivanov issued a FIFA World Cup record 4 red cards and 16 yellow cards in that match. Portugal won that match 1-0. It was Nuno Maniche, of course, who scored that goal. And we're going to take a look at the match description by itself. In the first half, Mark van Bommel was booked in the second minute. Dutch defender Khalid,
wow.
and before the Dutch goal, before the Portuguese goal rather, on 23 minutes, Khalid Boularus was booked for a foul, which injured Cristiano Ronaldo and would force a substitution of him before half-time. And Boularus' tackle was an intentional foul to get him injured, according to Ronaldo. Maniche was then booked for a foul on Mark van Bommel after 19 minutes. Shortly after the goal, Portugal's defensive midfielder Costinha slid into Dutch veteran Philip Cocu, receiving a yellow card. And then Costinha was the first to be sent off just before half-time. let me take this, Hannah. I've got to. Never mind, he's hung up. Then the second
My
half,
bad.
Petit was cautioned in the 50th minute. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst and Luis Figo received yellow cards. Figo's was a result of a touchline melee with Mark Van Bommel, during which Figo headbutted him.
Crazy.
Luis Felipe
Crazy.
Scolari said, Jesus Christ can turn the other cheek, but Luis Figo is not Jesus Christ. Finally, Boularus was sent off in the 63rd minute with a second caution after fouling Figo. What am I doing? Where are my manners? Let me share this for all of you right now. What
Oh,
have I been doing?
if you share it out, yeah, okay.
Yes. Now, can all of you see it? Hannah, you can read the first half.
Uh, yeah, okay, so no, I can't see that. Maybe zoom in a bit.
Okay, so
Yeah, okay, cool. First off, Mark Van Bommel was booked in the second minute, and also before the goal, Dutch defender Khalid um, Boller
Boularus. He
was
also
booked
played for
for,
Chelsea, mind you.
I don't know that, Biak himself, um, was booked for a foul, which injured Cristiano Ronaldo and would eventually force the substitution of Portugal star winger before halftime. Ronaldo left in tears and proceeded to describe the attacker as clearly an intentional foul to get me injured. In the meantime, Machin,
Manish.
uh, Manish had been booked for a foul on Van Bommel after 19 minutes. Shortly after the goal, Portugal defensive midfielder Costina slid into Dutch veteran Philip Cocu,
Koku, yes.
receiving a yellow card. He was then the first to be sent off just before after being shown a second yellow for a handball.
And the second
Um,
half is when it really,
After Petit
yeah.
had been cautioned in the 50th minute, Joe, Arnie Van Bronckhorst, and Luis Figo both received yellow cards, with Figo coming as a result of a touchline meal with Mark Van Bommel,
Melee.
during which,
A melee with Mark Van Bommel. A melee.
okay, melee, with Mark Van Bommel, during which Figo headbutted him. Portugal manager Luis Felipe Scolari controversial gave his approval to the setback by stating after the match, Jesus Christ may be able to turn the other cheek, but Luis Figo isn't Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay. That guy again was sent off. That guy
Boularus.
was sent off in the 63rd minute with a second caution after foul field, which sparked a melee on the touchline involving yeah Belarus Belarus
Yeah,
uh,
Boularus, who confronted Simon
Belarus,
Sabrosa.
yeah, uh, Andre
Andre
Oliveira
Andre Uye, and the Portuguese
and the
bench.
bench. Uh, this is stating the intervention of the fourth official Marco Rodriguez. Portugal's playmaker tackle roughly fouled Dutch defender uh, John
Heitinger.
Heiting.
Yes.
Yeah, wait, is that a L or R before the T? Before the T, I or
Heitinger. Aye.
Heitinga, and was booked. The Netherlands had not given the ball back after Portugal cleared it into touch to allow a player to receive medical treatment, thus breaking one of football's gentle agreements um, in using brawl. Wesley Schneider pushed Petit to the ground and was also cautioned. The Netherlands' Rafael van der Vaart received a yellow card, apparently for dissent. After that, Portugal's keeper Ricardo, similarly for time wasting, and left back Nuno Belte for Rafael were punished. Deco received a second caution and was dismissed in the 78th minute for delaying the restart after free kick was awarded.
Yep.
Money. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
Koku
you.
escaped a caution for wrestling Deco to the ground in his attempt to retrieve the ball. In the 88th minute, Simão Sabrosa drew the ire of Edwin van der Sar, the Dutch goalkeeper, after the Portuguese player's leg made contact with the Dutchman's in his attempt to score a goal. But the referee decided against taking any disciplinary action. In injury time, Giovanni van Bronckhorst was sent off for a second yellow card for a foul on Thiago. And television footage saw Boularouge, Deco, and Van Bronckhorst sitting together on the sidelines, the latter two having a discussion. Both of them were teammates at Spanish club Barcelona. Gary Bloom referring to the scene as the bad boys' corner.
Yeah.
So this is what could potentially happen if games devolve into violent affairs. And breaking news, in light of Brazil's loss to Croatia, Tite has now stepped down. So
As it
obviously,
really.
yeah,
Spain gone. Spain manager gone. Tite gone. Um. Wow. Galaxy 26 can never be worse than Italy versus South Korea. Uh. Lol. Yeah. Uh. Back soon. Back again.
yeah.
So yeah. Uh. So yeah. But money. Is there still a goal? Will the Netherlands score or not?
The
That's
Netherlands are capable of scoring. There's no doubt about it. But as long as the Argentinian defense continue to do their homework and do everything right, it's very, very hard to see. Um, the Dutch coming back into the game, but you know, stranger things have happened.
yeah, true, real true, very true.
Because again,
People,
one thing which World Cups like this and others will teach us is that nothing can be taken for granted. Absolutely nothing at all.
yeah, nothing can be.
I mean, the Brazil Croatia match is a testament to that. Brazil were 4 minutes away from a potential semi final against Argentina, only for Bruno Petkovic to reply with a sweet strike from the Sweet 16. His jersey number is 16, and say, sorry, boys, you're going to have to take that semi final place from our cold, dead fingers. And once again, that penalty shootout just was a case of nerves. Rodrigo and Marquinhos pretty much completely losing it. Oh, can never be worse than the Italy versus South Korea. Yeah, listen, Galaxy, I was talking here in this case about the match in which, several players got sent off. And that Italy-South Korea game was from 2002. I do remember that. Obviously, Italy had a few decisions go against them and again go against them. And then Jun Huang An scoring that golden goal winner in extra time. He was, of course, playing for an Italian club at the time. They promptly ripped up his contract and told him, "You're not playing with us." Talk about poor sportsmanship. And certainly, the substitutions from Tite looked to be rather defensive, in my opinion. Although, me being biased, I thought maybe Martinelli would have offered more, but maybe uh, Tite saw something in Pedro that he liked. Certainly a cagey and tetchy game. Messi once again getting the headlines, even if it's another player, Molina, who has the goal. Certainly cautious from the Dutch in a way.
And can you hear
Yeah.
the rain in the background or not?
Um. No, I didn't even. I don't know if that's rain or something else. It could be rain.
No,
Yeah.
it's
So I
raining
see.
here. Can you hear that?
Yeah. I think I can hear that just barely. Just barely. Just barely.
Okay.
They needed to give Casemiro more support in the midfield and lock down everything to Modric. He was everywhere. Yeah, very good point indeed.
Yeah.
Casemiro was doing a lot of work by himself, and I think the Croatian defense though were just doing a really good, were just on top of their game. Juranovic and Sosa, the fullbacks, were not allowing
But
any kind of width, and Juranovic in particular was able to shut down um, Vinicius Junior and
yeah.
Neymar very effectively indeed.
But for me, I think they did give what's it Modric. I think they gave him too much freedom. If I'm going to be honest, I think they really gave him awful too much freedom. Like one one time he was free. He was just drifting. He could have done anything. And I think again, it's that gap between midfield and attack for me. I think that cost Brazil. Oh, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, certainly over here, a lot has been expected from Frankie de Jong and Martin de Roon, but they haven't been able to contribute very much. And certainly, Bergwijn and Depay have been starved of support and have been resorted to trying to do everything by themselves. And the Dutch have made a couple of half-time substitutions. They brought on Steven Berghuis and Teun Koopmeiners. I don't know who they've replaced, though, because the graphics have not really been in my favor. Um, Koopmeiners might possibly have replaced de Roon, and Berghuis might have come on for Bergwijn.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
clearly, the wine has gone a bit sour for uh, Van Gaal's liking, and he's brought on the house.
um, I just hope this goes to extra time. Um, because I said Argentina would win in extra time 2-1.
No,
Um,
but if it goes to extra time, I don't see Argentina being able to last because, oh yeah, now it's confirmed. It is Bergwijn who's come off for Berghuis, and it should be De Roon for
it's not
Koopmeiners, and
Berghuis. It's
yes,
isn't it Berghuis? Berghuis.
Berghuis.
Yeah.
Berghuis. Sometimes it's pronounced Berghaus, I don't know, but we'll see. And it is Lionel Messi with the ball in the center circle, and he will
Oh,
very
so
soon kick off proceedings. Argentina are 45 minutes away from a semi-final against Luka Modric and Croatia. Barcelona versus Real Madrid.
Croatia.
Messi kicks off, and Argentina are attacking from left to right. A pass back from Rodrigo de Paul to Nicolas Otamendi, and that will be sent long by Emiliano Martinez. So the task is simple for
Uh,
Argentina. Hold
hold
on, or
on.
better still, get another goal. And
Yeah.
it's now with Rodrigo de Paul down the right. Being
Uh,
pulled back a bit there. Christian Romero, Nicolas Otamendi. That is with
Croatia's
Messi
keeper
now.
wasn't even too good. Brazil tried to play too many passes and didn't shoot enough outside the area. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
in them and Spain almost had like the same thing. They pass too much the ball and not cross it in or do something like that. I'm just going to check the. Yeah, it's burgers. And then the
And
rune.
also, let's
Rune.
change the ticker.
Yeah, I got that. The rune also came off for for
Coop miners. Teun Coop miners. I got that. I got that. I
yeah,
got that.
Coop,
It was Teun
Coop
Coop
miners.
miners and Steven Berghuis for Martin de Roon and Steven Bergwijn. So the wine going sour, the Huis has to be brought on. Messi now. Same position from where he scored against uh, Australia. This time going out further to the left. Finds Marcos Acuna and wins a corner off Denzel Dumfries. So it'll be an
um,
Argentinian corner from the left, and Argentina starting in positive fashion. They have the ascendancy. They have the
Oh,
magician.
what do you think Brazil needs to do now? For me, first they need to find a manager, which I don't know they will find. And then yeah, that's pretty much. Don't know. Maybe Luis Enrique, but he wants to go to club football.
No,
Maybe a
no, no, no.
Tuchel. Maybe a Tuchel.
It will have to be another Brazilian manager, and the list of potential managers is thin on the ground. I know that after Luis Felipe Scolari stepped down in the wake of the 2014 debacle, Dunga took over for 2018, but that went even worse when they were out before.
Oh,
No, it wasn't
chance.
Dunga, someone else.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no, Dunga actually had the team in 2010. I
one
remember
tap.
now. My bad. But
I think maybe, but I think Croatia lose to Argentina or the Netherlands. We'll see.
let me find out who coached.
France will beat them. Croatia can't play um, at that um, pace. I think.
Hmm,
You mean or space every game? Yeah, it's a 50-50 call for that. For me, that probably
yeah. Yeah,
can't win.
it was in fact Dunga who took charge from 2014 to 2016, but then he lost his job, and then Tite took over for both the 2018 and the 2022 World Cups, which both saw Brazil exiting at the quarterfinal stage. So obviously Tite had to go,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
and the list of
But
potential managers is very thin, to be honest with you, Hannah.
yeah, what they get another Brazilian manager? Maybe it's time to go for a manager.
Hmm.
Maybe a Tuchel. You work with Neymar.
One,
Um,
two,
Thiago
three.
Silva.
They've only ever had three foreign managers in their history: one Portuguese, one Argentinian, and one Uruguayan. The rest have all been Brazilian.
I don't know. I don't really know any Brazilian managers. I think there will maybe be an up and coming one.
Could be a former player who's coaching now. We'll have to
Maybe
see.
Thiago Silva. Maybe Thiago Silva. You never know.
I
Retired
actually,
from
I,
international
ac-
football.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing Danny Alves coaching the team.
Yeah, you can see maybe Dani Alves.
And
Um,
Acuna now running down the left.
but yeah.
Dumfries is trying to muscle it
Oh,
off him and does a good job doing that. And Acuna is angry at the referee
oh,
not awarding a free kick in his
that's
favour.
that's a no.
So,
That should be a free kick. That should be a free kick.
yeah,
I'm going
what
to
can
be
you do?
honest about
Dumfries is
that.
a big, strong fella. You can't get past
Yeah.
him that easily. It is,
Uh,
that was Van Dijk who plays it to Coop Miners, who's settled back into defence. And obviously, a key hallmark of this, both teams, is how their midfielders are able to come back and defend when the need arises. McAllister now trying to make a nuisance of himself, conceding a throw, and that is taken by Daley Blint to Coop Miners, passes it back to Ake, Van Dijk. Coop Miners now. And claim for a handball. Nope, but that is intercepted. And a through ball to Lionel Messi, but Andres Noppert comes out to gather that. And the Dutch number 23 doing what the Argentinian number 23 was able to do in the first half. The only difference is, of course, the Dutch number 23 no longer has a clean sheet.
yep.
But again, this is cagey stuff. And so far, Argentina have done well trying to repel Holland in the midfield, and certainly not been able to allow the likes of De Jong and now Coop Miners. I mean, certainly De Roon in the first half to provide any sort of supply to the likes of Bergwijn and Depay, and Gakpo's also been kept quiet, which is a real credit to them. And that has been 1-1, and Argentina can now break forward. Great work there from Alexis McAllister. And an attempted back pass which went past Molina, but thankfully Molina was able to recover for his sake. Christian Romero, Enzo Fernandez, Nicolas Otamendi. Back to Fernandez. Romero.
So yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing. If Argentina are able to go through, I'm really rooting for Morocco to beat Portugal so that Piers
Yeah.
Morgan can finally have some humble pie shoved down his throat. Back
Yeah,
header
PS.
from Ake, met by Van Dijk and then Blint.
Yeah, PS Morgan.
His name is spelt blind, but he's certainly been anything but tonight.
Yeah, something blind.
Otamendi back to Martinez, who's been a
do-
very
do-
steady, reliable presence in the Argentinian goal ever since making his long-awaited debut, and of course has a Copa America and now a Franchi trophy to his name. Will he add the World Cup to his name? Well, he's going to have to defend against this Dutch attack. De Jong putting it through to Blind, but some great defensive work there takes that away, and Molina shepherds that out of play for Dutch throw. Nathan Ake to De Jong. And that will be Coop Miners who passes that back to Van Dijk. De Jong. Obviously, Coop Miners and Berghuis coming on has lent a little bit of freshness to the attack in a way. But we haven't really seen too much of Berghuis as of yet. Not Berghuis, Berghuis. I'll get that right, Berghuis.
Yeah,
Maybe they can perform some sort of a heist and deny Argentina their spot in the semi-finals. Timber taking it forward to Berghuis now. Who Dumfries muscling off people, but not able to get any far forward. And that is, well, clearly the defensive work has been a little bit aggressive. And some more niggling play going on in the middle of the circle. And obviously the referee has to come in and have a chat to, a handball there from Messi. That certainly looked messy and very untidy. And
that's a good one.
I always keep using. I don't know why people don't use that pun a lot, but it is with Timber now, who sends that forward to Dumfries, back to Timber. The Netherlands, who certainly look to favourites to win, are now 35 minutes away from going out of the World Cup, unless they can hit back with a moment of magic of their own.
But the Netherlands, they have controlled possession, but they really haven't been able to moss up any attack. And you could probably say the same for Argentina, but the one chance they got, they took it. But Netherlands, they haven't really threatened the goal.
I would say Argentina won that first half hands down because they had more of the attacking intent and certainly did a lot more of the attacking work. The Netherlands are coming back into this game, and you could certainly see something taking place. Obviously, Van Gaal has been very quick to make his substitutions, seeing that Bergwijn wasn't able to find any kind of joy. He dropped Davy Klaassen for Bergwijn because he wanted that extra impetus, mind you.
Yeah, let's just look at some of the chats. So Galaxy said, "Oh no, Thiago Silva will retire." Yeah, he probably will retire. Galaxy 20 France will beat Croatia. I agree with you, says Chelsea fan. Portugal are winning. That's my team. May I think you mean your team name. Keeping that like button. Yeah, please do so. Keep hitting it. Keep sharing the channel and everything. Galaxy 10 says, I see what you did there with the Messi pun. That Portugal manager always moody, just need, yeah, he's always down. He just needs to smile a bit, but Yeah, what can you do? Some people call him the Portuguese, what do you call it? The Portuguese Southgate. That's it. I've got Southgate. Some people call them the Portuguese
No,
Southgate.
Southgate's nowhere near as old as Fernando Santos. You could say he's almost as old as Paulo
No, no,
Bento, who
no.
played for and managed Portugal.
They talk about like the playing style and tactical wise, but yeah.
But clearly, I
Uh,
will give Santos credit. His decision to bench Ronaldo and play Gonzalo Ramos was certainly a
yeah.
masterstroke. The Swiss were mentally preparing for Ronaldo. They ended up being blown away by that Wunderkind who scored that hat trick. And some dangerous passing, which finds its man, and a pretty poor pass there from Romero, and that is intercepted by Argentina. But they're still being pinned back in their own half. And so we haven't even reached the hour mark yet. In fact, we're at the 58-minute mark, 32 minutes to go. I think the Netherlands will continue to take their time, but if they need some urgency, I want to see who they can bring off the bench, maybe. And that will be a
Portugal
Dutch throw
manager.
taken by Dumfries. That should be that is charged down. It was
Yeah.
Berghuis, in fact, who tried to take that shot, but was charged down by McAllister. It is now with De Jong, who's always quite dangerous. But once again, some fairly efficient, if a little bit clumsy-looking defending, and that sets Argentina on their way. Rodrigo de Paul is alone. Can he take a shot? Well, he certainly tried to lay it back for one of his teammates, but went a bit too far for that person. But it is back with de Paul. And he lets it go through to Molina, the number 26, who has certainly had a fine game, has kept it in play, only just, if you will. Back with Rodrigo de Paul, Enzo Fernandez, Otamendi, and I'm just glad they didn't pass it back to Martinez because, well, as I say that, Acuna does exactly that.
But yeah, Galaxy turns is a Portugal manager. Is a used car salesman in his day-to-day life. That's a good one. Uh, but yeah.
Yeah, it certainly reminds me a great deal of the Wormwoods from that novel Matilda by Roald Dahl. Harry Wormwood is his name. And the Dutch can break away, but a poor through pass wasn't going to find anyone. Dumfries does never get on the end of that.
And
we're coming up to the hour mark. Is this maybe the time for Scaloni to bring on a substitute to rescue some tired legs?
We got the man himself, Craig. Don't like the rest of your name, but Craig, back yourself. Money and Bia, that Messi pass goal is the assist of Thomas. It was unreal. Yeah, it was. It was really good. Messi.
That pass from Messi was certainly neat and tidy. I will never get tired of using that pun.
Yeah. It wasn't Messi. Like, that Messi pass wasn't Messi.
Of course not. Nahuel Molina now, the goal scorer, finds De Paul. Gives it back to Messi and is able to certainly go through a couple of defenders. And does the referee award a free kick for a foul on Messi? Yes, he does. And do we see someone else go into the book? Why, yes, we do. None other than the Dutch captain, Virgil van Dijk.
Oh, Virgil van Dijk is his name. He goes to this. He goes to Disney. What? Disney World. He watches Disney movies. He watches Cinderella movies.
Andreas Noppert now organising his wall.
His name is Van Disney.
And there's a Dutch player on the floor right now, obviously behind that wall. A kind of buttress, if you will. And certainly not among the most powerful shots tonight. Doan with that winner against Germany was clocked at 120 kilometers an hour. Chavez for Mexico was 121.6 kilometers an hour. I think that would have been against Saudi Arabia, yes. And yeah, Noppert now organizing his wall, making sure everything is just so. Not too sure that this is necessarily a free kick that Messi would like to take, but it is the type of one that he has taken many times before. And it looks as though he's going to do it again. Can he get that over the wall?
Messi.
Well, he gets it over the wall, and it just skims the top of the bar.
Okay,
I tell you all, the magician is weaving his wand tonight. Now, it's easy to say that maybe Andres Noppert had that covered. A big right hand would have been able to get to that. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just any of you who think that Messi is past it or washed up, think again. He is still very much on his game in this tournament.
Close. No.
But now we see a possible Dutch counter-attack. Slip up there by by Berghuis, rather. Not proving a little bit costly in that Argentina have the ball. And it's with Acuna now, who can try and send that. He doesn't send it forward. He does pass it to McAllister, De Paul. And trying to obviously find a pass there for Molina, but Molina was too far ahead of that. And that will be a Dutch throw. So, Scaloni, which sub do you bring on? And apparently it looks as though the Dutch are making a substitution with Memphis Depay coming up. But once again, a little look at this. Beautifully caressed. And you know what? Andres Noppert might not have even saved that.
Yeah. That's... Oh. Nah, he wasn't saving that. He wasn't saving that.
Yeah, well, it is a substitution. Danny Blind has come off and Luke de Jong has come on. So I'm not too sure that de Jong will be playing at left back. The Dutch might decide to switch to four at the back formation, maybe.
Yeah.
And a pass there from Van Dijk, also misplaced. That will be an Argentinian throw-in. So Scaloni, once again, earning his chops, but I must say that if Argentina do go on to win, it will not be because of Scaloni, but in spite of him, really.
I will never understand how people can watch football and think Ronaldo is better than Messi. Yeah, you can say that. For me, I just enjoy both of them.
Yeah, Messi and Ronaldo, Craig, are two different sorts of players. I often go by the judgment that because Messi offers you so much more as an all-round footballer, he really is that much better. And his statistics, of course, are second to almost none, if as it were. And looks as though Walter Samuel is discussing some tactics right now with Leandro Paredes, who will be coming on. So they will be making a substitution. I just wonder who'll be coming off. Molina now, the right back, who's had a stormer of a game, but that was a pretty toothless pass. And Scaloni once again trying to dictate the course of the play, and we will have the Argentinian substitution. It is Rodrigo de Paul, who's taken one knock too many, and Paredes will be coming on. Looks to me to be a little bit of a more defensive change, because you're taking off your attacking defender and bringing on someone more defensive like Paredes, who might slot into that center there. 8.2 kilometers, 80% pass completion. Yeah. He's put in the shift tonight, has Rodrigo de Paul.
Yeah, and he put in the shift versus Australia. Let's not get that. Yeah. He's been a workhorse for them. He's a tower player. I would want at Chelsea. Him and maybe Brozovic.
Yeah, but someone like Alexis McAllister as well has certainly done brilliantly for Argentina this World Cup. Of course, playing for Brighton and Hove Albion. Both he and Emiliano Martinez were absent as both teams shared a 2-2 draw in a pre-season. is sort of a mid-season friendly, as it were. But I like the look of McAllister as well, and obviously with Paredes coming on, I can certainly see him, Fernandez, and McAllister sort of trying to tighten up that midfield. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah,
have to see. But again, it's always a dangerous game to play to try to be a little bit more defensive when you're sitting on a 1-goal lead, because you just never know with the changes that Van Gaal has made, they could end up becoming attacking.
yeah, they could. But like I said, to Kenny, the only way I see the Netherlands winning, I was thinking Van Gaal would probably do a bit better attacking, and I didn't expect Argentina to match their formation. That's why I thought maybe the Netherlands could do better. But at the end of the day, I thought it would be a Van Gaal masterclass, but it has been uh, the other managers. Glory.
Scaloni. Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a masterclass, to be honest, because again, there's
Oh,
always a danger. Yeah, so you can see the Netherlands coming back there with that and trying to make something happen in the penalty area, but nothing really happening. But they still have the ball. It's a free kick. And it looks as though they're still sticking with the three at the back. So De Jong has now taken on the role of being a left wing back, I think, because he's replaced Daley Blind. But De Jong now trying to make something happen here. And it is back with De Jong from Timber. Coop Miners. Nathan Ake. Nice little attempt at a backheel by Cody Gakpo, but Nahuel Molina read that perfectly. And another substitution which I would definitely love to see being made is Paulo Dybala coming on for Julian Alvarez, because let's face it, Lautaro Martinez has been a bit of a disappointment this tournament.
yeah, definitely.
And foul on Argentina there. Cristiano Romero is down. Coming up to 20 minutes left, the 70-minute mark. Still never a safe bet to sit on a 1-0 lead. And yeah, Coop Miners there trying to pull one over the referee's eyes, but not succeeding. And it looks as though Angel Di Maria will be coming on for the last 20 minutes. He's warming up right now.
At the chat, now the greatness is measured in text message, as Beyond said. Gapco having a sinker, yeah, and you won't have Man United fans talking about that, will you?
Yeah. But once again,
I
it's a
haven't
case
seen
of
him, to be fair.
the
really
cream
haven't.
is rising to the top, and I think maybe. Now, I can understand obviously why Davy Klaassen was dropped, because he thought that Bergwijn would provide a bit more attacking impetus. Attempted through ball there from Enzo Fernandez, intercepted by Nathan Ake. My friends, of course, at the Up the Cherries and All Departments channel will be cheering on Nathan Ake as a former Bournemouth player, of course. McAllister now, but that is taken off him. One back, though, by Marcos Acuna, who will certainly try to move a bit forward. And he's in the penalty area. And the referee's awarded a penalty.
What?
Well, howdy doody indeed.
Wait, let me see this.
A foul sort of on the, it looks as though it was on the edge of the area.
Nah,
We're going to see.
nah, that's out of plan.
And Dumfries claiming that he barely got a touch on him. And because that's classified as on the edge of the area, there has been given a penalty. But will VAR intervene perhaps and maybe change that to a free kick? Well, he's been suspended for the next game, but he's still willing to see Argentina through. And if Argentina score from this penalty, he could very well make that happen. So, Lionel Messi.
Soft. That's real soft. To be given as a penalty, that's real soft. Oh, but I picked a Messi assist. I said Messi would score. Now he just shouldn't miss. Um,
No, but I don't know if he's going to going to score though, because he's up against a goalkeeper, Andreas Noppert, who's well
Match
over 2 meters
fixing.
tall. If this
Fair enough.
penalty does get missed, though, you will see the Dutch come back with a huge roar. Andreas Noppert, a surprise pick to start for the Dutch, now has a chance to be a hero all over again. If he can deny
But
Lionel Messi
for
the way
me,
Wojciech Szczesny
that's
did.
not a pen line. That's on the edge. So yeah, rigged. Yeah, rigged match fixing. Yeah, you guys know. You guys know. No.
This
So
might be
yeah,
saved, though, but we're going to see. It's Messi up against Noppert.
Messi, Messi. He's going top corner. Anywhere are you going to
And
say?
he scores.
I'm going. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going bottom left. I'm going to say bottom left. Not seen it yet. Does it go bottom left?
I'm sorry for
No,
that,
it
Hannah.
goes right. It goes right. Nah, no worries. Fair enough. At least I got my prediction right. I said a Messi assist. I said I just now need Messi, pen, Messi.
Well,
I
I
said
know that a lot of my friends who were cheering for the Dutch are going to be quite angry. This is now Lionel Messi's fourth goal in this tournament, and he has now gone level with the legendary Gabriel Batistuta in terms of goals scored. So got the keeper to commit to going one way and sent him the other way. Classic Messi, cool as a cucumber. It's that man once again. This is his third penalty. He had one saved by Wojciech Szczesny, but he scored another one past Mohamed Al Owais of Saudi Arabia, and now he's beaten Andreas Noppert. So they couldn't see him score from a free kick, but the fans have seen him score from the penalty spot. And with 16 minutes to go, it is the Netherlands 0, Argentina 2, and Martinez comes to claim that quite expertly indeed. A little bit of a argy-bargy going on there between him and Luke de Jong.
Now all I need is a Gakpo goal, and I am in. Yeah, that's what I need. But
Yeah.
I'm assuming Messi will get player of the match. Man of the match. Yeah.
Another candidate could very well be Nahuel Molina, the right back, who certainly looked really good going forward down the right, and of course deserves credit for that goal. And the referee once again having to intervene, and Luke de Jong probably feeling as though he was fouled by Martinez, but not the case. And Martinez standing over him, and another card has been shown. 2 cards, in fact.
Yeah.
Well, it's descending into a little bit of... and now you can see the Dutch starting to lose their temper. Memphis Depay having a few words with Luke de Jong there.
I actually forgot Luke de Jong was from Holland or the Netherlands, as you guys pronounce.
And will this be another clean sheet for Emiliano Martinez? Depay goes into the book. And that was a hurried clearance from the Argentina goalkeeper, and the throw has been conceded. Basically telling his defenders now to just keep calm and watch yourselves. And now there will be 2 more substitutions made. And this could be interesting because Gakpo is now in the area, claiming for a penalty, but the referee says nothing doing. And well, if VAR weren't able to willing to intervene in that Messi chance, I'm not sure that there could be any controversy there. And I think all claims of match fixing and match rigging are a little bit, premature. There was a handball over in the first half, I remember, by Messi, but I think that actually was. And the Dutch are starting to get a little bit rowdy right now. They see their World Cup dream slipping away, and more yellow cards are being dished out. One now to Lisandro Martinez. And yeah, so obviously a like-for-like substitution. Acuna, who has been suspended, will be coming off. And it will be Nicolas Tagliafico who will come on, and one will assume that Tagliafico will in fact play in the semi-final against Croatia. And Christian Romero will also be coming off to be replaced by the number 6, German Pizzella. And then Wout Weghorst, who was already booked in the first half while on the bench, is preparing to come on. I think with the second goal, there probably might not be too much of a need to attack a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it is Memphis Depay who will be brought off. And the big
over
target
to
man,
the
Weghorst, will be brought on.
Right to the assist from Messi. Kenny could do that. Nah, Kenny couldn't. I always had to pen in. Do you tackle with one foot behind you like defending with one and back? Match fixing I've seen where Spain's not given. That's in Messi 2-0 game over. Rick, bye-bye, Netherlands. Netherlands, why? It's over. It's over the Dutch.
Over for the
That's
Dutch.
a good.
Yeah, but listen, I mean, it's still not quite over. I mean, Jurien Timber has the ball now. And obviously they brought on Wout Weghorst, who's quite tall, probably even taller than Martinez in goal. So the big target man. Memories of Niall Quinn, of course, for the Republic of Ireland, among others, in 2002 and in Italia 90. Well, he's certainly trying to make a nuisance of himself in the penalty area there. The only problem is he hasn't got the ball. And it is back with Jurien Timber now, who's sporting a plaster on his right wrist, not coloured in his country's colours like others have done. And that is sent forward by Dumfries. And some confusion in the Argentina penalty area, but that is cleared. And the referee, in any case, blows the whistle for an infringement. So Weghorst now obviously getting into the action and bringing down the defender Pizzella there, the substitute. And it looks as though Messi's dream, like Modric's, will live for another match. But one of their dreams will end when they play each other next week. Martinez hasn't even had a save to make. And the Dutch have not even been able to register a shot on target. Yeah, it's been very timid, very passive. But Argentina also deserves some respect for doing their homework and shutting down their midfield. And now they can break through. The outstanding Alexis McAllister of Scottish blood in the penalty area, hoping to find someone, but invariably that goes straight through to Noppert. Denzel Dumfries there doing some important defensive work. It was Alvarez there who tried to send that into the penalty area, but Dumfries said, no way you're getting past me. Nathan Ake now. And of course, tomorrow's first quarterfinal at 3 p.m. GMT, 5 p.m. South Africa will be Morocco against Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo will try to upset Morocco's apple cart and end their journey, but the Atlas Lions will have other ideas. And a foul committed there by...
It's seriously over for the Orange Clown, says Wolf. How did McAllister get on
and
Argentina?
Instead of Paulo Dybala, he brings on this target man, Lautaro Martinez, who has literally been toothless this whole tournament. If I were Dybala, I'd be seriously considering retiring from the Albi Celeste after this tournament.
Yeah.
But
Manny, you probably know this answer. How did McAllister get Argentina?
Well, his grandfather or another descendant hailed from Fife in Scotland. And of course, obviously, they emigrated to Argentina, and that's how they ended up having that name. And I think to avoid the Scottish/British pronunciation, they separate the Mac and the Callister. So it's normally Mac Alistair, but I still say McAllister. It's my
Dumb
uh,
fried. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
well, certainly the fries are a little bit cold now with regard to Denzel Dumfries. And of course, Dumfries is another town in Scotland. I'm sure everyone will know of Dumfries and Galloway. But, ooh, the Netherlands are back in it. And it is the big target man, Wout Weghorst, who has just put the Netherlands back on the scoring board in the 83rd minute. So,
Who assisted that? Who assisted it?
we're going to find out. But some good work there. Across from the left, beautiful header. And
Disgust.
Martinez wasn't able to save that. So Martinez went one way, but was
Go,
deceived
go,
pretty much by the
go.
flight and
Nice goal
clapping
by the
at that,
Silver,
really.
sorry. The Gakpo assist that. Wait, let
It
me
might have
see.
been Gakpo, I'm not too sure, but we will find out sooner or later. But it is now Netherlands
Frankie de
1,
Jong?
Argentina 2. So you've got your goal. No clean sheet for Martinez, but again,
Okay.
he might be called
Now,
on to make a
I
save.
didn't. I didn't. Oh wait, they're checking it. I think. Oh no, it's
Oh, that
Messi
could be
being
a
down.
nope.
Berghuis. Berghuis. Okay.
No, that was Weghorst actually who made that foul. And yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking
and
about the assist.
Oh yeah, the assist, Berghuis. Yes, so the two substitutes combining brilliantly, and there is hope now. So, what does Scaloni do? He might possibly have to take off Molina and bring on Gonzalo Montiel for the last few minutes of the match. Well, Werewolf, you can still believe. 6 minutes to go. The Dutch are now 2-1 behind. There could be a way back in it. It is Van Dijk now from Timber. Sends it forward to Gakpo. Gakpo with another teasing cross into the penalty area. And that goes into the side netting. So a lot of people were actually thinking that that had gone in. Some terrific work once again, and Berghuis getting a hold of that with his left foot, but well, apparently that's been deflected behind for a corner. So it's all hands to the pump now for the Albi Celeste. Van Gaal's substitutes have paid off well so far. 5 minutes to go. Can the Netherlands land a killer blow? Well, not
Please
now.
no.
That is in
Please
fact
no. Please no.
that is in fact sent away. ZV Bears in the chat. Good to see you. Thanks a lot for coming on.
Ooh. Wait, cool.
Urine Timber now, who will try and start another attack.
Be up yourself, bro. Be up. Yeah, so close, so close. Oh, I said Gapco go, and I don't know assist. What did I say with assist the goal? I think I said Frankie de Jong, so. But I got the Argentina stuff right. I got that right. Messi goal.
Messi assist.
Messi assist. And I don't.
An obvious.
Did I say? I just don't know if I said a Messi double.
Yeah, but obviously Weghorst's introduction, along with Berghuis, has caused a few problems. You see, Weghorst's able to use his height to a pretty good advantage there, and off Taliafico's shoulder. It's gone for a throw. That doesn't constitute a handball. So 4 minutes left plus stoppages, and we assume that there will be plenty of stoppage time. At least 5 minutes, one would think. And the more stoppage time awarded, the more the agony for the Albi Celeste, because they do not want to have a repeat of the Australia game. But And of course, let's not forget at the very end of that game, that could have gone to extra time had it not been for Emiliano Martinez's big clutch save from Garang Kuol. And but now Lautaro Martinez has the ball, and Argentina can break. The substitute trying to weave some magic, and Emiliano and Messi getting impeded, and clearly the Spanish referee has to dish out more and more cards, and Berghuis at the moment is really not liking it.
Yeah. I said 2-1 Argentina. I said Messi goal and assist because I asked for goal and assist for each team. So I said the Messi goal and assist. I said the Gapco goal and the Pai assist. So yeah, and I said a Messi man.
Right. Pizzella now passing it back to Emiliano Martinez, who was just beaten, and certainly he probably might not want to look back on that Weghorst goal with any kind of pride, but
Gapco
he has a defend
is
now.
not worth whatever the club is asking.
And that'll be another free
million.
kick. And this has turned very nasty now with the ball being kicked into the Dutch bench, and the referee once again is going to have to intervene.
Of course, the referee is Spanish. Of course.
This is absolutely horrible stuff. This is horrible stuff. What we're seeing right now.
Prediction.
Absolutely horrible.
Oh my days! Oh! I just saw an Argentina player flying.
Yeah, got punched clearly. This is disgraceful. What should have been one of the classic games of this tournament has now descended
into... I love this in football. Rivalry, passion, everything.
This isn't rugby, okay? In rugby, you can get all of this and more. But in football, it's supposed to be...
Just predictions.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a sending off or here or there.
Fight.
And
need to maybe look at VAR.
Paredes gets a yellow. And obviously kicking the ball into the Dutch bench like that was a stupid thing to do, really. First, the foul on Ake, which is bad enough. And then, well, clearly he didn't he didn't hit any of the players, but certainly you could see the Dutch squad didn't like that one bit. It will be Berghuis to take this free kick. Left-footed, trying to curl it deep into the penalty area. And that was hoping to find Dumfries on the end of that, but I think the curl pretty much was his worst enemy. Coming up to the end of normal time, we will find out how much time will be added, and I think it's going to be a lot more than 5 minutes. I'm guessing maybe 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah. Come on, Argentina, hold on. But, Mane, what is your prediction for added time?
I said 7 or 8 minutes. I'm sticking with 8 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to say 9 minutes. And then... Oh, wait, I think they're checking VAR. They're checking VAR, maybe? I don't know.
No, they're not checking VAR.
No. Okay, I thought. Well, they're not.
No, but
okay.
They haven't.
It should be
10 minutes. 10 minutes. So 10 minutes of agony. Closer. 10 minutes for the Dutch to try and. Yeah, you were closer. So 10 minutes for the Dutch to try and find an equalizer, maybe even a winner if they can. It's in the penalty area, and the Dutch have been awarded a free kick just outside that penalty area. So this could be their golden opportunity to come back. Nicolas Otamendi there with a rather stupid foul on Cody Gakpo. Emiliano Martinez organising his wall. It's never a good sight, Hanno, when matches descend into brawls like this. It's disgusting, really.
No, I love it. I love it. Love it.
You would, wouldn't you, as a fan of WWE? Yeah. Me, I despise
and rugby. More rugby than WWE.
And the wall's being organised right now. Going to see who stands over it. The three people over that, Coop Miners, Gakpo, and Berghaus. Will it be
No,
Gakpo with
please,
his
no.
right or Berghaus with
Nope.
his left?
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Brawling is good. Yeah, facts. 10 minutes, free kick, yeah. 10 minutes low. It's over this ain't an opportunity this is me my what?
It's a mirage.
Mirage, it's over. Especially against Argentina.
So
Dutch player,
it is
please.
Berghuis to take it with his left foot, and the wall does its job quite well indeed.
They're playing WWE virtual admin on floor. Yeah. The ref
That
is
is,
giving cards to to Netherlands,
and
but Argentina keeps them behind after school. Yeah, it was. It was. But yeah.
I might be suspecting that obviously for Paredes to commit that foul was bad enough, but then to bash it into the Dutch dugout there was pretty poor form. This is the chance from Berghaus. And a corner was awarded from that. I'm not too sure why. That went through Taliafico's legs. But now Virgil van Dijk has gone into the book. Well, Angel Di Maria was warming up, but I don't think he'll be coming on now. I certainly see, this is going to be difficult because in 6 or 7 minutes, how do you hold on to a 2-1 lead? Martinez sends that long. And that finds an Argentina
Especially
player who's
against a
being held back.
dangerous side like the Netherlands.
And the Dutch win a free kick. So this is more agony for the the Argentinians. The Dutch are now going to have to really, really put their pedal to the metal. Pronounce that correctly. Di Maria, he ain't no Angel. He's Lucifer's boy toy. Clever. And it finds Gakpo now on the left, who loses out to Paredes and concedes a throw, though. Paredes. It'll be a Dutch throw. Ake to take it. Short throw to Weghorst, who is able to maneuver past Fernandez, but passes it back to Timber. And is now with Coop Miners, Berghuis, Timber, Berghuis again. Finds Timber, who certainly has had a good game tonight. Sending that forward. That eventually finds Cody Gakpo, who crosses it in. Headed away. And the referee blows his whistle once again. And that will be an Argentinian free kick. So, basically Luke de Jong there getting into the action, sort of elbowing Otamendi in the back there. And the Albi Celeste are still in full voice, but they can't afford to celebrate just yet. And it looks as though Di Maria will not be coming on because that vest is still very much on his
into some of
body.
the comments. Di Maria boo. He ain't no angle. He is a Lucifer boy toy. Told you all, it's over. I know the future. I even know who will win the World Cup. Ooh. France, yeah, they will probably win it, to be fair. Or Argentina.
I really don't know too much about Argentina, to be honest. Although here's the thing, they have a habit of making our prognosticators look absolutely stupid. When you think they'll struggle against a team like the Dutch, they were good value for their 2 goals, but certainly some Dutch enterprise and some Argentinian defensive lapses have cost them. They can't afford to make that mistake, and I'm certainly sure that Dalic will have his homework done for Obviously, Acuna won't be playing, but Tagliafico will certainly have his chance. And will it be Molina or Montiel? Certainly on this Dutch fan over there getting a little bit too angry, flipping the bird. 3 minutes to go before the end of the game, and the Albi Celeste fans are celebrating as if they've won. Actually, they're not quite celebrating. They're probably urging the team on. Martinez with the big goal kick. And Lautaro Martinez trying to make a nuisance of himself.
North Korea.
North Korea?
For
Pete's sake. North Korea actually made the quarterfinals once in 1966. They knocked out Italy in the process. And when Italy went back after that early elimination, the team had eggs and tomatoes pelted at them. And that's a Dutch foul, and that will be an Argentinian free kick. And not too sure how Berghuis can see the funny side of that. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of talking points and controversies about the game. 2 minutes to go. Scaloni just trying to calm things down. And that will be sent forward. And that will go out for a Dutch goal kick, which should be taken quickly. And the Argentinians are still celebrating. Quite a few famous personalities in the stands there. And that will be a Dutch free kick for a foul by Messi on Ake. That certainly looked very messy indeed. But we're into the last, almost into the last minute of time added on. And the more minutes that are played, the more agony it will be for the fans. I mean, the fans certainly look confident. But with this Dutch team, you can never tell. Gakpo with the throw. Frankie de Jong, the number 21. Hoping to find his teammate in the penalty area, but that shot didn't have any kind of height. But that will be a free kick, and it will be a Dutch free kick. Another dangerous free kick outside the penalty area. German Pizzella there getting sort of bundling over Weghorst. And it's not going to be Berghuis this time who will take it. Andries Noppert is on his knees at the moment, hoping for a positive outcome. His fellow number 23, Emiliano Martinez, is organizing the wall. And the 10 minutes of time have just elapsed. There will almost certainly be another 2 minutes added on. And now the great man himself has been booked. If he gets a booking in the semi-final, he misses the final, should Argentina qualify.
That's not good news for Argentina.
Martinez organizing his wall. Gakpo to take this kick from the looks of it. Right-footed. Can he get it over the wall? Oh, that's short and through. And the Dutch have equalized.
No,
it is Weghorst again.
Mane, you're trolling. You're trolling. No, Mane, stop it. They haven't scored. Let me check. Oh, they have. Shit. Go. Wolf. No. Oh, my days.
Well, just when you thought that the danger was all over, this is why you can never, ever sit back on a one-goal lead.
Wait, VAR. Is the VAR?
VAR could be checking something, though. We will have to see. Offside, possibly, against Nathan Ake, who had run a little bit too far.
Oh, please tell me it's offside. Please tell me it's offside.
Clearly offside. certainly offside, and that should be overruled.
Please, 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 please,
Martinez was beaten hook, line, and sinker, but will the goal be disallowed? So
please,
much intrigue in
please,
this game.
please, please. That's all. Please, please be disallowed. Please
Well,
be
it hasn't been
disallowed.
disallowed from the looks of it because they're back at the center circle. So Wout Weghorst has a second goal, and we could be going into extra time.
No, no, no. Stop, stop, man. Just stop. Shush, man. Shush. Shush, shush, shush. It's a. Does it? Ah, it stands. It stands. Ah. Does it stand? I don't know. Yeah, they're still checking. Are they still checking it, money?
No, they're
What?
not checking it. They're not checking it. That stands. But now Argentina have to try and do it all over again. And it is Lionel Messi who sends it to Nahuel Molina, being double teamed at the moment, but Argentina can defend. And I think they are very happy to see that go to extra time, which it does. Well, that could very well prove to be an absolutely demoralizing blow. For Argentina. They were a few minutes away from looking forward to a semi-final against Croatia. But is that big man, Wout Weghorst, who was booked in the first half, but who has come on and done the trick for his team? An absolutely brilliant free kick move, which took everyone, including including the Argentinian wall, by
How?
surprise.
Argentina. How do you bottle it?
This is the World Cup, my friend. This is the World Cup. It's never over
Oh,
until it's
no.
over.
See, Argentina fan try will make me sleep on the night. Boo. Uh, see, disgrace. Absolute disgrace. How? Argentina, like, how do you bottle it? Oh,
It looks as
how
though
do
the Netherlands have a lot more about them, but we're going to take a look and see how many substitutions have been made. I think if Argentina go on to lose, then well, there are 4 substitutions that have been made by Argentina, 4 by the Netherlands, 4 each, so they can make 2 during this period to take the total to 6. I would definitely like to see Dybala coming on because they cannot afford to play for penalties.
Yeah.
It looks as though
Cannot.
they're going to have to abandon their back 3, bring in a midfielder. I mean, obviously they can't bring Dybala on unless they have him playing on the wing.
But really, Argentina? Really? Well, no. Argentina are disgrace. Absolute disgrace from them. But money, what have you made? Of course, of this. This.
I mean, what can I say? It just goes to show that it's all about game management, and I think Argentina, Scaloni in particular, will look back on his particular game management and say that he made plenty of mistakes. But Van Gaal has to be credited. He made the substitutions that he needed to make. He took off the ineffective Bergwijn and brought on Berghuis. And, well, we're going to start the first half of extra time.
I'm feeling like I said 2-1. I got the Argentina stuff right. I why? Why you gotta concede it? Nah, I'm feeling how do you bottle it? How? Like somebody please tell me. How do you bottle it? I don't think anyone predicted this game to go to have 2-2. And it's almost against a run of play. 2 free kicks. score from. It's not like they've been great, the Netherlands, but somehow this game is going to extra time.
Yep, and I think it's fair to say that the extra energy that the Dutch will have, and certainly how shell-shocked the Argentinians are, that will count in the favor of the European side. But obviously the game management has been lacking from Argentina. And I think the decision to bring on Lautaro Martinez has not been justified. He hasn't had a sniff of the game. And obviously the substitute defenders, Pizzella and Tagliafico, have not exactly been able to do too much. Looks as though the referee is being handed a new coin. The toss between Van Dijk and Messi.
What?
So Argentina have to do it all again. The only problem is the game has now descended into a very niggly game, and Argentina have just kicked off. Attacking from left to right, Nathan Ake. That is with Frankie de Jong. Passes that to Virgil van Dijk. Ake. Sending that forward, but I'm sure that will be allowed to run for a goal kick.
Sorry, Manny, I'm not gonna watch that game because my nerves can't handle it. So
I'll take it through to the end then.
Yeah, like my nerves. I can't see Messi. How can Messi and Neymar be gone in one night? We see that both legends of the game go out in one night. No. That's not allowed to happen. Come on, Argentina.
Yeah, but some good news for Argentina is that Tagliafico has done some good running and has now won the throw. So Tagliafico will have some work to do because he has a semi-final spot with his name on it.
But my prediction is still on. Oh, fair enough, Greg. That's a good prediction to be honest.
We'll see, though. We'll see. I just don't know if Argentina. I just don't know if Argentina have the mental resolve to actually recover from that body blow. But we will see. Nicolas Otamendi.
On a 2-1 Dutch side. Yeah, fair play. Like, come on, the orange arm and not less of that. When I said it was, I meant it was over for Argentina. Yeah. Okay. Whatever you mean. Sven, tissues. The World Cup, but Neymar got one or more. Yeah, but still.
I'd say he's got one more in him. I don't know if his body can handle being smacked all over again. Because bear in mind that the Serbians were attacking him relentlessly and remorselessly, going after his ankles. And he missed those 2 group stage games as a result. Still qualify at the top of their group without him, but obviously that defeat to Cameroon was a poor performance, really. And that was certainly a poor piece of play there from Lisandro Martinez, conceding a throw. And now Nicolas Otamendi has gone into the book. So it looks as though almost the entire Argentinian team on the field right now is in the book. I'm going to take a look and see. And that will be allowed to go through to Martinez. So 5 bookings for the Dutch, 6 bookings for the Argentinians, including Lionel Messi and Marcos Acuna. Martinez to Otamendi. Paredes has come back a little bit deep. I can try and move forward. And Argentina have to try and do it all over again. Enzo Fernandez goes out to the right. And now Taliafico controlling that in the penalty area.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what Messi was trying to do over there, but he doesn't get anywhere near that.
First half of extra time. Yeah. Oh. And mind you, guys, this that 101st minute goal was scored not in extra time, but in at a time of normal time. For those just curious if there was a
Yeah, so
goal.
I will. Yeah, so I will just change that a little bit.
Nah,
90 plus 11. So that sort of makes it better.
yeah,
It is. It was scored in normal time plus the 11th minute of stoppage time.
it's crazy, crazy. Crazy how our game can turn on its head. Real madness, madness. This.
Okay, Nathan Ake down the left now, who can certainly run with it. Cody Gakpo now. Is there some moment of magic left in him? Nope, that goes over. And obviously, Bergwijn appealing in vain that Martinez got a hand to that, but no, he didn't. That was
Money.
over.
If this goes to penalties, who are you thinking? Who will win it?
Argentina. I don't think Noppert is able to get down well enough for the penalties.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, Martinez he
And
is a good penalty saver. Saw that a few times in Copa America. Um, but one thing is for
also,
sure, Argentina don't make life easy for them.
nope. And certainly against this quality Dutch team, if they do go on to lose, it will be a well-deserved loss. I think their game management at the back end has been absolutely poor, and they deserved to lose that equaliser.
Yeah, and I
And a
think
pretty poor kick there from Noppert, but it eventually finds Dumfries, so you can send that forward. And headed
I
towards
think
Enzo
that
Fernandez.
not
Molina.
including
Otamendi.
not putting on the ball was a big thing because Taro Martinez has not had a great World Cup and he hasn't made any impact. They need someone with a bit more of energy. And we saw that with Paredes when it came on. It gave that bit of energy levels. But now they just need it in attack.
I think also that, as I said, the defensive substitutions of Pizzella and Taliafico have not really helped. Taliafico's looked okay, but Pizzella in particular, who's slotted, who's gone further into the defense, has looked a little bit. He was the one who conceded the free kick, in fact, from which the Dutch scored. So Scaloni will look back on this and say his substitutions were certainly quite poor, but he does have a Copa America and a finalissima to his credit. South American teams do hardly ever make life easy for themselves. It just goes to show you can never take things for granted. The Netherlands were a matter of seconds away from going out, and then they scored. And then Croatia were 4 minutes away from saying goodbye, and they scored. Never take it easy.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I mean, certainly a World Cup semi-final lineup without a single South American side will be certainly a disappointment for the continent in question, but certainly, the European teams who will qualify, unless, of course, Morocco pull off the mother of all shocks, will have been good value for their qualification.
Yeah.
And Messi now trying to make something happen. Double teamed at the moment by Weghorst, among others. Fernandez. Molina, who's run tirelessly, run himself almost into the ground. And that play is broken up, and the Netherlands can break. Hoist rather, finds Luke de Jong down the right. And once again, some desperate defending, the need of the hour. And that will be a Dutch free kick. And yet another booking from the looks of it. Otamendi again. He's already been booked. The next offence could see him get a red.
Crazy. The chat is going mental. It's exciting, man. All South American teams out. It's a celebration. Argentina tears. Orange rose. Netherlands, of course, will win.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Wolf. Listen. As an England fan, I am programmed to dislike the Argentinian team. Left-footed free kick. It was Berghuis who took that, headed away, and some more niggly play. But it's an Argentinian free kick. And look, as I said, as an England fan, I am programmed to dislike Argentina as a team. But I do have a soft spot for Lionel Messi and one or two of their players, of course. Certainly, the way they often approach their games doesn't endear themselves to fans at times, but you know, it is what it is. It's it's sort of par for the course, really.
Yeah.
Lisandro Martinez trying to send that forward.
People,
Nobody will be on the end of that, and Dumfries can clean that up.
1 like away from 10 likes, so let's get the to 10. Let's get that up.
Martinez to Paredes now. The referee plays advantage. And there's a man on the floor now for Argentina. Play's not being stopped. Lautaro Martinez gets that to Molina. And play will be brought back. My Instagram chats are going crazy at the moment.
Oh, wait. What? Oh, Ores's thing.
So it is a free kick, and Messi will be taking this. And typical of... let me just take this one.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Yeah, you are, bro.
Yeah, nobody's taking that.
Opening my set. Wait for my set. Well, Wolf, it's not over yet. It's not.
But the Netherlands still have it. It's Jurrien Timber now, who's had an immense game as part of that back three. Dumfries is still on the field, can certainly do a lot of running all night, but not too sure he can carry on for too much longer. Might need a rest. And a lazy back pass there. Doesn't go out for a corner, but you can see the players are starting to tire, and I think both teams will be happy for penalty kicks. But obviously, you can't keep depending on your goalkeeper all the time.
Yeah. But I think both me and Manny will probably just take a quick break to get something to drink at the off time of this extra time. I don't know what you think that Manny, but I simply need something to drink.
Yeah. And
I think you too. It's
been a long one. I need to refresh myself a bit. I have some water now, though. It's with Pizzella, one of the substitutes. Person who potentially could cost Argentina a place in the semi-finals. And that will be another Argentinian free kick and another booking. And has Jurrien Timber been booked already? Basically wrestling Lautaro Martinez to the ground there. A definite penalty. I mean, a definite free kick. Oh, God, I'm losing it. Well, there certainly hasn't been a classic in that sense of the word. It's been
Uh,
extremely niggly. It can be likened to a heavyweight fight. But who will be
yeah.
the last man standing in the end? That is chipped into the penalty area. And it needed a touch on from Otamendi, and he couldn't get it. And you see the Albi Celeste fans who were waving their flags confidently near the end of normal time have now become silenced. Could we see the two South American superpowers going out at the same stage? Will it be potentially
And
an
on the same
all...
day, that's a bad thing. Like,
Yeah, will it potentially be an all-European
South
semi-final
African.
lineup guaranteeing another European World Cup champion?
Don't try to have Morocco. Morocco, Morocco.
That's why I said
Oh,
potentially. And I am hoping that Morocco can make it to the semi-finals, make history by being the first African team to do so.
that, surely an African
Lautaro
team.
Martinez, who's certainly hasn't offered much as a target man, but has certainly at the very least tried to move the play around. And that will be
But for
an
me,
Argentinian
Lautaro
throw.
Martinez, he's not a target man. He's that second striker. That's a big thing. He, you saw it when Lukaku, Lakaka was at in Inter. He was running off Lukaku. Um,
And
that,
the referee playing advantage, is he, for the foul on De Jong? That's exactly what he's doing. And so the Argentinian fans were in full voice, but now they've lost their voice. And you can see some fans with their hands on their heads, wondering how could this have happened? You can never be complacent. You just can't. And it's actually, in fact, the end of the first half of extra time.
and I think both me and Manny. I don't know, Manny, if you need something. Going for Ireland to win in pens, I'm going to back them. I need my bid after. Yeah. But I think me and
Yeah.
Manny will both take a break for half time. Just have a drink. Because this has been one hell of a game. So just get your thoughts in the comments. Maybe yourself go get a drink. And yeah, we will be back in a bit. Wow. So yeah, see you all.
Well, I'm back. Just had to get some exercise in, and Argentina have just kicked off, attacking from left to right. They've also made a substitution. Nahuel Molina has in fact gone off to be replaced by Gonzalo Montiel. Enzo Fernandez now. The Dutch might believe that they can win this. Messi being tripped up, hoping to find a pass through to Montiel, but intercepted. But is that going to be an Argentinian free kick? Taken quickly by Messi, a little too quickly for the referee's liking. Sending it through to Montiel, but Montiel slips, but he does end up winning a corner. Should be a left-footed in-swinger from the right. And claimed by Noppert, who goes to ground immediately. Comments. Well, tied at the moment, as you know. Hanno going to drink chips. Thoughts on England game tomorrow? Well, Hanno will be doing a preview show for his channel and Oris Sports Football, so that will be 15 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Do not miss it. You won't see me. I'll be going to bed. I put in a shift and a half tonight. And referee playing advantage there, and Noppert is able to clear that. And you can see the Argentinians starting to tire a little bit, clearly holding on for penalty kicks. And penalty kicks, of course, will provide either goalkeeper an opportunity to be a hero. Trying to direct the play forward now is number 25, Lisandro Martinez. Gets that to Otamendi. Enzo Fernandez, number 24. And it is now with Montiel. So the Argentinians have committed 25 fouls. The Dutch, 17. This has certainly been a very aggressive sort of game. Not the sort of game for the purists, not one that a purist would appreciate in any way. But we're here now. And that is sent forward, but that is, well, that was actually outside the penalty area, and Noppert wasn't able to claim that. All he could do was concede a throw. So pretty lackadaisical there from the Dutch keeper. Inexperience, perhaps. And that will be an Argentinian free kick. So and once again, another booking. And now Montiel is suspended, so he will miss the semi-final if Argentina go through. So it will be Nahuel Molina and Nicolas Tagliafico who will be the wing-backs, unless, of course, Scaloni has another trick up his sleeve. A short free kick now. Messi in the penalty area, and obviously was never going to find the curl or the dip to take that low enough to beat Andres Noppert, also skied over the bar. Are the Argentinians just willing to hold out for penalty kicks? At least from the looks of it, their game management seems to be a lot better than it was during the last few minutes of normal time. Two breathlessly late goals from Wout Weghorst have brought us to this point. I mean, certainly that second one was breathlessly late. It just goes to show you can never, ever count yourself, say things are over until it's over. Great tackle from Leandro Paredes to intercept Denzel Dumfries, and that will be an Argentinian free kick. And Weghorst, the Dutch saviour, is willing to see the funny side of that. Not sure I would, but whatever. It looks as though Di Maria will be coming on for the final few minutes, possibly for penalties. And play's allowed to continue, but the Dutch can defend that. It is, in fact, Di Maria who is coming on for Lisandro Martinez. So, obviously, penalties in mind. And that has left a brilliant crunching tackle over there, but apparently that's been penalized. And Paredes has gone into the book now. Well, you just can't rest in this game, really. You just can't. And so once again, a poor foul leads to a free kick. Will there be a goal for this? Taken quickly. It is with Luke de Jong, who's in the penalty area, but some very desperate defending sends that away, and that will in fact be pulled back for an Argentina free kick. Well, it looks as though this game is starting to peter out a little bit towards penalties, but you just can never ever tell the way this game has gone. And Ake now has the ball, trying to send that through, but some good defending puts paid to that. And Di Maria now has the ball, trying to link up with Messi. Is this introduction too little too late, perhaps? Well, free kick to Argentina. 6.5 minutes to go, plus stoppages, if any. And it will be Enzo Fernandez trying to send it forward into the penalty area. Lautaro Martinez gets that, trying to pass it back, but that ball is shielded away. However, it is now with Angel Di Maria. Enzo Fernandez. He's gone past one defender, and that is a brilliant save from Noppert. How important will that save be? Enzo Fernandez doing brilliant work to go in behind the defense. Well, actually, that wasn't Noppert. It was Van Dijk who got the crucial block in there. And it will be Angel Di Maria who will take this corner kick. Left-footed in-swinger, perhaps. Hoping to find a teammate, maybe. It is swung in and hooked dangerously back into the penalty area, but that is cleared by Virgil van Dijk. However, Argentina can still attack.
You know what? Lautaro
Yeah.
Martinez, that forward is as big as Table Mountain. If you know, you know. Alright. Gee, brother.
Yeah,
brother.
but it's still 5 minutes to go, and Argentina are attacking. A short corner from Angel Di Maria to Lionel Messi. Lays it off for Enzo Fernandez. And that goes over the bar.
We'll be covering it straight after this game. We will be covering that game.
And that should be another corner for Argentina. I believe it was Weghorst, in fact, whose legs got in the way of that. But
the ref
this will be another corner. This is a good spell for Argentina. And who knows, if they can possibly score, which I don't think will be likely, they could end up possibly going on to win if they can manage it better. Di Maria with the corner. Away swinger, left-footed. Headed away. Only as far as Paredes. Di Maria.
Okay.
And that will be yet another corner. And the Dutch have brought on another substitute of their own. It looks as though it is Lang who's come on. Noah Lang, number 12. Another corner, Di Maria taking this one. And that is headed over the bar by Pizzella, who obviously wanted to make amends for conceding that free kick, but just couldn't get it low enough to trouble Noppert. And some terrific football by Argentina in this second half of extra time. Obviously, hoping to try and find a winner. And Di Maria's substitution is probably the last throw of the dice for Lionel Scaloni. Enzo Fernandez. Montiel. Back to Paredes. Sending it forward. And good tackle there by Timber to win that back. He does so quite brilliantly and finds Luke de Jong on the left, but an excellent recovery tackle from Montiel. But it is Noah Lang now who crosses it, hoping to find, well, he certainly hoped to find someone, and it ended up being Berghuis, but Emiliano Martinez alert to the danger. And didn't exactly spill it. I mean, he probably spilt it, but took it away from the onrushing attacker. So no harm, no foul. 2.5 minutes left. One moment of inspiration could end this game once and for all.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can contemplate seeing another game go to penalties. Lionel Messi.
If Argentina lose, this is worse than Brazil. Yeah, like bottling a 2-0 lead.
Absolutely.
Go on, cross it in.
Montiel finding Fernandez. Messi. Di Maria. Some enterprise from Di Maria, but Messi loses out. Paredes is there to come back with the tackle, but now the Netherlands can break. And it's with Berghuis now down the right. Skips past one defender. No. But cannot find a way past Emiliano Martinez, who claims that confidently. And clearly, I think both teams will be happy with penalties, but there will be a loser at the very end of that. And that is sent through to Lautaro Martinez. Saved by Noppert. A tame shot, really, but Noppert still had to make the save. And that will be a throw.
Lautaro Martinez, your head is as big as Table Mountain. All your head, all your forehead is as big as Table Mountain.
I thought you were talking about his hair there for a minute.
I said it, then I thought. Forehead, his forehead. This
Rizella,
thing. Yeah.
Messi. Di Maria. Getting that through. And was he impeded? No, he wasn't. The referee waves play on. Pizzella. Di Maria. Intercepted brilliantly, but it still comes out to the Argentinians. It is Paredes now. Messi is through, and he scuffs that wide. Well,
penalties,
but is that going to be a corner?
Penalties, money, penalties.
No, that's a corner. Not too sure of whom the final touch came, but now in the dying seconds of the game, Argentina have an opportunity to win. Angel Di Maria with the corner. And pushed over the bar by Noppert. Obviously an in-swinging corner and probably going over, but Noppert wasn't going to take any chances. A short corner now from Angel Di Maria. We're into stoppage time at the end of extra time. Oh, off the post from Enzo Fernandez. And has that... will that be it? One wonders.
They have to score.
Well, players allowed to continue.
That should... I don't know. Let's look at that shot again. Oh, curling it.
Well, remember what happened between Spain and Morocco? Ricky Sarabia had a chance to win it, but his shot went off the post and away.
Yeah.
And Spain went on to lose the penalty shootout. Will history repeat itself? And does the referee now blow for full time? Yes, he does.
Full time, Manny, full time. Again, the penalties. Oh. penalties, penalties. Again. Uh, I just wish I could watch this on live TV. Ah, gutting. I could go watch it there, but someone is sleeping there. In that room. That is the TV, so I usually watch.
All right. Okay, so for the penalties, I won't be a spoiler. You can enjoy them. Are you still 15 seconds behind me?
I think so. Roundabouts there. But if they score, they score. If they miss, they miss. Like, oh yeah. But money, how has this gone to penalties? How have Argentina blown it? How?
Simple. They didn't manage the game well, and
Yeah.
they ended up.
But before the before the Croatia one, before the the Morocco penalty shootout. Most teams have won the shootout by going second, and now Morocco they won it by going first, and of course Croatia also won by going first. So has it changed? Has it changed? I'm just going to ask for a recipe. What's the group chat? So yeah, money. How have they blown this? How?
I
How?
told you their game management was poor, and now if Messi ends up losing,
Do
Scaloni
you
will
think?
probably have himself to blame for his poor substitutions.
So do you think? Do you think this game? No. Do you think Messi takes the fifth penalty? Will they do it like Neymar? Them taking the fifth penalty.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I mean, obviously, don't normally Messi would take the third penalty, not the fifth, because the third is one of the most important kicks in the five. And it will be Netherlands to start off because it is
Okay.
Emiliano Martinez coming to take that. And it looks as though it will be the Netherlands captain,
Virgil van
Virgil
Dijk.
van Dijk, who will take this.
Manny, if it's easier
So,
for you, you can just put penalties and then Netherlands and Argentina, then you can just change the score. If it's easier for you, that's up to you.
no, it's okay. I've done it this way. I did it this way earlier. I'll do it this way. This is fine.
Okay. I'm seeing placing the ball now on the ground, so.
Yeah. So.
Amy Martinez, Amy Martinez, Amy
Liverpool
Martinez,
against Aston Villa.
and Amy Martinez. We know Van Dijk is an experienced penalty taker. He usually scores them. Oh. And he misses. Oh my days. He missed.
Yep. Saved.
They're winning this. They're winning this. They're going second. They're winning this. What a save. Emi Martinez.
Martinez has a great record with penalties. And Messi scored earlier today, but
oh my days.
obviously,
Messi taking the first one,
Yeah.
That's pressure on him. That's big pressure. That's what. That's big. That's pressure, you know. That's that's mad props I have to give to Messi. He takes a breath. What's he going to do? He shoots. Oh, Messi. Messi. Come on. Come on. Like, props to Messi for taking it like.
Netherlands penalty 2. Who will it be?
That's ice cold. Ice cold.
You bet it's ice cold. Berghuis now comes up against Emi Martinez, who looks confident.
Oh. Come on.
Well,
Emi Martinez, sign him.
anything
Sign
Emi
him
Martinez,
right now.
anything Dominic Livakovic can do, Emi Martinez can do better. And
Sign
we're
him
now going to
now,
find
Chelsea.
out.
Sign him now. Sign him now. Get Emi Martinez to Chelsea. Get him to Chelsea.
Paredes against Noppert. If Noppert saves this, the Dutch are back in it. Still taking it?
Yeah, come on. Come on. 2-0. Get your forehead out of the screen.
Netherlands penalty 3. So, who's going to take this one? Perfect penalty. Noppert had no chance with that.
Okay. So if he saves this, Argentina win.
Nope. Argentina still have to score their third penalty.
Oh, yeah.
But I bet Coop Miners will score.
Oh, go on, Martinez. Go right up to him, right up. Big chest. Please. Save this. What a pan. Speed, precision. Fair enough.
Yeah, but
nothing he
Argentina
can do.
penalty
that,
3.
Even Martinez is like, wow, that one came cool. Oh, it's Acuna. Oh, for 1 sec I thought it
Not
was...
Acuna, it's Montiel.
Montiel.
And this is the danger when defenders take penalties. This could very well be saved. We'll see what happens here.
If it's saved, then you can tell me. Even whatever the result is. Right? It seems like it's going to take this quick. Oh, what a pen. Wow, pen. But it's they need to save this. You need to save this.
Yeah, if
they miss one, the Netherlands, it's done.
Yep. Beckhorst saved them, but can he keep them in it? He saved them once, he saved them twice. Will this be the third time lucky?
If he misses it, just tell me what happens. Just tell me what happens. Jeez. Please say it's safe. Please say it's saved. What a
But anyway.
But if Argentina lead after
if Argentina score this penalty, they go through. And it will be Fernandez to take it.
Please don't let... Okay, goodness. Because if it was a Taro, you know what? I'm out of one home. Like, I've just walked. Okay, come on.
Martinez has saved 2 so far. He's led in 2. All eyes will be on Fernandez to provide that 24-carat magic.
Just tell me if it's in. Like just say it. Just say it. Is it in? Nah, it's not. It's saved. Saved by Manu's reaction. It's saved.
Nope, worse. He missed it. Dragged it wide.
Oh,
So, this is the Netherlands' fifth penalty.
this is to equalize.
If Martinez saves this,
Argentina won.
yes, and it will be...
Now who takes the fifth penalty for Argentina?
Luke
Who's
de
going to
Jong.
take this one? Luke de Jong. Who takes it now for Argentina? So if he scores this, it's equal. Oh, okay. Argentina just
five.
Who's taking this? Who's taking it? Come on. Who's taking this, man? Who's taking this?
Lautaro
Oh
Martinez.
no! Oh no! I'm not even going to watch. Guy's foot is bigger than Table Mountain. Why? Just tell me if he's missed it. Like, please, I can't handle it. Okay. He's probably missed it. He's yes, come on! You get it now! Argentina, Lautaro Martinez finally turns up. Lautaro, take that, you flipping Dutch mugs. Oh, money.
And it's taken penalties as well, but once again, Lionel Messi's dream, just like Luka Modric's dream of being a world champion, lives for another match. Emiliano Martinez, one of the heroes with 2 penalty saves. Perfect Argentinian penalties for the most part, but Van Dijk, assuming responsibility, missed his, as did Berghaus, I believe it was.
I think so.
And yeah, so what can I say?
Come on, man.
2-2 after normal and extra time. Penalties could separate them, and Argentina win. And Emiliano Martinez pretty much saying anything Dominic Livakovic can do, I can do better. The penalty-saving expert has once again risen. As an Arsenal fan, let me say I remember his exploits for Arsenal in winning the FA Cup, and once again, as against Australia, it is Damian Emiliano Martinez Romero, Dibu, to his fans, who comes up partially trumps, and then Lautaro Martinez, who was a much ridiculed figure, stepped up to take that kick, and Andries Noppert went the wrong way, and that was that.
What's a free kick by Lautaro Martinez, by the way?
What a penalty. And you can see Messi and Emiliano celebrating together. The huddle, it's just amazing. And Craig, you nailed it, mate. He loves a penalty shootout. He just loves it. He absolutely loves it.
It's written in the stars for Argentina.
He's had one penalty shootout with Arsenal. I believe that was the Community Shield, which we won. Didn't save. He has had 2 now with Argentina in the Copa America semi-final and now in this World Cup quarter-final.
And the Copa America. Nah, not a Copa America.
Craig, if you're still in the chat, mate, answer this question. Out of the 3 goalkeepers, Martinez, Ramsdale, Leno, who would you take at Arsenal?
Martinez.
Definitely.
Oh,
me.
salty. Somebody salty. So yeah, just country. But
Well, if
what a game.
Argentina had lost, it would have been worse than Brazil. But I remember one of the biggest remarks that Messi made after the semi-final was that we have Dibu Martinez, Emiliano, who is an absolute phenomenon. 3 penalty saves against Colombia, 2 first up against the Netherlands, which put them behind the 8 ball. I think even when Enzo Fernandez missed his, um, you could tell that it was still Martinez all day. Absolutely. And why Mikel Arteta saw it fit to sell him and keep Bernd Leno, I will never know. Of course, he had to raise the money to buy Thomas Partey, didn't he? For Pete's sake. But as it stands, it'll
Oh,
be
thanks.
Croatia against Argentina in the first of the semi-finals.
And then it
Werewolf,
will
I
be
do feel for
France
you.
versus Morocco. France versus Morocco. And Morocco will go all the way to the final. And then they will lose.
Argentina, 1978 under Passarella, 1986 under Maradona. Will it be 2022 under Messi? Well, we will certainly find out. So, Hanno, big question. What time are you going to be doing your preview for France and England?
Um, Probably in the next 15 minutes. So just stay tuned on the channel.
Well,
Rose is
it's
gonna
midnight
skip.
your time, though, isn't it? You're up late, aren't you, son?
Yeah, I'm running the scope money. I'm running it.
Yeah, but anyway,
And
I've absolutely enjoyed it. It is half past
yeah,
3 my time, so I might need to go to bed. But
yeah. You
boy,
you go to bed. Two penalty shootouts in one day. Fair enough.
yeah, but listen, it's been absolute fun, and I want to say big up to Hanno Trollip, Coach's Corner. Thanks for having me
Champion.
on, and thanks
Yeah,
for working with me. I cannot wait to do some work for the for at least one of the quarterfinals and maybe the semifinals and the final. It will be certainly matches for the ages. I know for all the controversy surrounding the tournament, which has been not unjustified. Some of the football has been amazing. The drama has been magnificent. It's what you'd get with a World Cup anyway. And I see Werewolf
boo.
as being a little bit angry,
Salty,
condemning the
salty,
the Argentinian celebrations.
salty.
But once again, Martinez has come up trumps. He did it against Australia. He's done it against the Netherlands. But just when this is the thing about Argentina, just when you think they might meet their match in the next team they come up against, they find a way to pull the chestnuts out of the fire.
Yeah.
In 2014, they couldn't quite get over the line against Germany. I don't know. You just can't predict anything.
I don't know if they can do it against like Croatia. That's going to be one hell of a game.
Yeah. But again, Scaloni's going to have to do his homework and make sure Modric doesn't get any space to do his thing.
Yeah.
If Croatia play a 4-3-3, he'll have to go back to a 4-3-3, and it will be Molina and Tagliafico who will be starting because both Montiel and Acuna are suspended, as ill luck would definitely have it. And if Argentina make the final and Lionel Messi is suspended, it will be absolutely heartbreaking. But it is what it is.
Hopefully it's not. But money, early prediction for Croatia. Early prediction.
Oh, for Croatia and Argentina? Ooh, boy, you put me on the spot here. You know what? I'm going to stick my neck out and say 2-1 Argentina. I don't care. I just think that Argentina will certainly learn their lesson now and make sure they come at Croatia, trying to nullify their midfield. They're obviously going to have to do a lot of work in coaching. I know, notwithstanding the penalty, I think Lautaro Martinez has been poor. He might have to consider bringing on Paulo Dybala for the at least off the bench.
Salty, man is salty.
Yeah, but I will be getting off now. So thanks a lot for having me once again.
So yeah, Manny, be up yourself. And yeah, I will end it here.
Wait a minute. Let me shout out my socials first of all. You can catch me, of course, on you can catch me on Instagram at Manny Thangadurai 1981. That's my full name and my year of birth. You can catch me on Twitter at Thangadurai 1981, which is my surname and my year of birth. And I'm not really promoting the World Cup much on Instagram, but you will see me possibly joining a few debates on Twitter, maybe. And obviously, you can catch me on a few other channels. Of course, big up to Hanno's Coach's Corner. Love working with him. Oris Talks Football as well. Big up to him. Love being a part of his team. Big up as well to S. Featley TV. I know that he's having a bit of a rough time with it at the moment, but whenever I get some time, I do go on his streams and have a bit of a chat with him and obviously help him out. Stephen, love you to bits, mate. Take care of yourself. Delboy Gunner TV, who came into the chat earlier on today for the earlier quarterfinal. As always, mate, love you too. Tony Claude Gunner TV, Danny AFC TV, Up the Cherries in all departments, the Bournemouth fan channel. Sorry about Nathan Ake losing out this time, and I'm sure Senesi's not even in the squad this time around. But just taking a look at some pictures of fans in the south of India, all Argentinian fans celebrating when Lautaro Martinez's penalty went in. But anyway, I'm really happy to have been with you today.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to cover the first quarterfinal because I will be going out, but I will not be missing the France-England game. That will be the battle across the channel. And we see the celebrations going in full swing. We see Emiliano Martinez ripping off his shirt and waving it. Everyone jumping around. Messi's dream lives on for another day, as does Modric's, but one of theirs will end next week. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much once again for having me. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great Sunday. Don't do anything neither Hannah or I would do. And for now, I'm out, peeps.
Yeah, see you all in a bit, people. Great stream. Be up yourself, Manny. Argentina through people. They're going to win us all. You heard it here first.
Brilliant stuff.